Put the fucking mic on.
All right, we will start it out here with an email. And Lurch, do you want to handle this?
Yeah, this email is from Dutch, and here's what he says. Just purchased the soft brake extension. Fast shipping, made in the USA. Everything was there, even the grease and cotter pin. And that's how it should be. Put the part on the Road King this morning. Could not be happier with it. Thanks for the heads up on the part and fast shipping. He also adds, I did purchase your video on installing ape hangers a year or so ago back. Would never have attempted it without the video. Worth its weight in gold. Lab has become one of my go-to sites.
Thank you for your support and for choosing the law-abiding biker store. We are just a bootstrap company of bikers trying to help as many bikers as we can worldwide. We appreciate every customer. We will take care of you. We're not like the big conglomerates and corporate stores. We're bikers testing and using this stuff, and we always appreciate that feedback. The way he did that is he just headed to lawabidingbiker.com/contact. He hit up our contact form. We certainly love to hear from you all. Popeye?
Yeah.
Do you want to ride longer?
I do.
You're not tired of a sore and achy ass anymore, are you?
I'm not, no.
Because he'll talk about it in this episode, but yeah, if you're tired of a sore and achy ass, he can tell you need to fix it with a high-quality butt buffer seat cushion, because he did take it on our 10-day Canada trip, and he'll give a full review here. Head over to lawabidingbiker.com/store. Check out our full line of butt buffer seat cushions. Hey, Bikeaholics, 03D has a wide variety of innovative products for your Harley-Davidson and a brand new line for the all-new Honda Goldwing named Gold Strike.
I like gold.
Top quality, affordable chrome lighting and comfort products. Zero Gold Strike are the motorcycle LED lighting innovators for CAN bus plug-and-play system compatibility. Head over to lawabidingbiker.com/store. Check out our full line of 03D products. And the new 24 stuff is popping, and we're watching it close. Get over to the Law Abiding Biker store. Get signed up for those out-of-stock, in-stock notifications, I should say, because we just entered some. We just found some of the license plates frames were in stock, chrome, all for the new 24. Get over there and get signed up for those, because once we put them in stock, they go very, very quick. Ramping the store like crazy. You should see the list we have here of just some of the products that we've added, wherever that list went. I saw it earlier. But anyways, Lurch has kindly put a few in here to tell you about some opportunities and products you might consider.
Yeah, we've got some new Figurati products. We've got stainless steel front axle nut covers for the Harley, the 14 through 23 models. Select models, check the fitment in the tab. And also some aluminum seat screws for the Harley-Davidson. Those are color matched like the Figurati dipsticks. Very cool product. If you want to add a little style to your bike and functionality, that's where it's at.
Yeah. Figurati, the front axle nut covers for Hardy. Yeah, 14 to 23. The 24s are coming, guys.
Yep.
I have them out of stock right now. Again, get over there, get signed up, because those are probably going to drop here within 30 days, I imagine, and they are going to go quick. But we just, yeah.
Cover your nuts.
Cover your nuts, dude. Protect your nuts at all costs. What else we got?
That's it for this episode.
Okay, all right. There you go. What do you say we get started here, gents? Welcome back, you freaking bikeaholics. This is the podcast for the Motorcycle Majority, the Big MM, also known as the
Motorcycle Majority.
99%.
Oh, he's a little rusty.
MM. Whoa.
But I already said that, the Big MM Motorcycle Majority, also known as the 99%. Starting out strong here, that's all right.
Yeah.
Perfect.
It's all good fun. That's right, large and in charge of the motorcycle scene more than any time in history by being here, by listening, and here you are patron members. This is live. You're watching. You're part of what we call the hashtag
Biker Revolution, bitches.
There you go. We have one question before we get started. What are you waiting for, Bikeaholics?
Mount up and let us take you on another wild-ass ride.
There you go. Ryan Urlacher here, your host of the Law Abiding Biker podcast. And of course, your...
Well, high-tech redneck, but we had some real problems this morning.
Yeah, we did. The studio takes on a life of its own, dude. I'll tell you that. Whenever I leave. We got him in the studio right here.
Just saying, you got the forearms, but I got the song.
There you go. Thanks for being here, guys.
Oh, yeah.
This is always what we do yearly. This episode, we're going to dive right in. We got a lot to talk about. This one's live, and this is episode 1 of 2. and we'll see where the patron members,
Maybe 3, maybe 4.
Jesus, we were talking about it. It's insane. Big trip, epic. We're going to break it down. The fun, the brotherhood, the riding, the chaos, it was epic. And we're going to break that down. So we always bring Cowboy and Popeye about 2 hours away, or an hour. It's a little over an hour actually, right?
Well,
right.
He's leading.
It's 100 miles. It's 100 miles. Right. It's supposed to be 2 hours. It was basically 35 minutes for them. But anyways, they rode down. Here they are. And so we'll see where you guys are doing it live. We usually don't do the second one live, but I know last year, due to popular demand within the live community chat and patron members, you guys wanted it. So we left it rolling. We took a break and left it rolling. And we may do that again. We'll see where you guys are at. But that's what we're here to talk about, those 10 days. And hopefully we'll have some fun interaction in the live chat there, guys. So we'll try to monitor that. So feel free to ask questions. We learned a lot of stuff too, as always, that we want to share with the community. This is a live patron event, so we certainly want to thank some of our newest patron members. If you want to go ahead with that there, Cowboy.
Oh, yeah. William Smith of Bakersfield, California. What a name. Paul Butcher of Red Deer, Alberta, Canada. And Larry Seville of Richland, Washington. You'd think I would know how to say that.
No shit.
It's a couple hours from my house. But.
There you go, guys. Some of our newest patron members. We thank you. It's very easy to get signed up. You basically get signed up for a monthly subscription. You get to choose the level of benefits that you want to receive. And there are a plethora of benefits, such as t-shirts and stickers, access to the private Facebook group, a troll-free zone, nothing but bikers helping and connecting with other bikers in there. You get podcasts early, access to live video broadcasts and chat like this. Those premium videos up on request, of course, your year-round patron discount code. And, of course, access to the ride meetup and events in which we did while we were up in Canada, and we'll certainly be going over that. So it's 10 days. We'll see if we can somewhere get around day 4, maybe. The first 3 days were crazy.
They were.
And so we had a lot of fun and a lot of good stories. And if you guys were following us on Instagram, I was posting.
Like crazy.
Doing some reels, doing some pictures.
Not while riding. Never while riding.
Doing what?
You weren't posting while riding.
No, I actually can't up there because it's SOS.
Oh, that's right. We had no
completely
signal. We'll
SOS. That was all when we got to Verbo, VRBOs, and hotels and stuff. There was no cell signals.
You need to get a Starlink off the back of your
We
bike.
talked about that.
Yeah, just
totally like a trailer with just an antenna and Starlink, dude. That'd be badass.
That Starlink
dude.
Mini I have, we could have strapped it to your tour pack.
Yeah, dude.
Mounted it.
That would have been
That's
awesome.
next level,
Plugged
dude.
it in.
Yeah, that's
right.
next level.
You see what we have to go through to bring you guys this stuff firsthand? That's right.
And we did a lot. And
Innovating here.
there is obviously, we'll talk about it within. There's going to be a documentary film, and this film was in part sponsored by Harley Davidson. And we got Cowboy here. He was a cam operator. Lurch was operating a cam. We got so many cams and footage. Anyways, it will release episodically. First episode, I can't tell you when, except in September sometime. I'm working as feverishly as I can on it, but it should be pretty epic, and we'll be referencing that within. So thank you both for coming down.
Absolutely. We're expecting the biggest and baddest documentary yet, since this is not only sponsored by Harley Davidson, but because of all the cam work that was done and stuff. So, no pressure.
No pressure at all. As I sit yesterday for about 6 hours on my Sunday, I'm trying to tag footage at this point, and I'm on day 4. But it will make the process smoother once I get through and keyword everything. But it also helps me develop a story just going through each clip. But
And you've already got all Cowboy shit, right? All his videos and stuff.
I do. I'm tagging those too.
Nice.
Yeah. I have, it's always fun because from Lurch and Cowboy, especially Lurch, who's infamous for just seeing the sky a lot and seeing his mirror for extended periods, where it's just him on the handlebars in a mirror forever. And Cowboy, you only did it a couple times so far. So
yeah, usually when I do it, it's not because I forgot. It's something happens, like a turn or so, I'm trying to keep up with Popeye. So I just go, man, screw it. It's just footage. This is usually when I do that. Or if I think I hit it and I don't.
Right.
So then when I go to turn it off, I hit it.
Right.
And I'm like,
right.
shoot. Okay.
Do you verify that it's off?
Oh no, I'm solely off feel here, buddy.
I only do that a couple of times because it burns your whole card in your battery.
Oh yeah.
So I have a little mirror. You guys probably see me.
Yeah.
I have a little mechanic's mirror, and I grab it out of my lower compartment, and I look up in it to see if the action cam is off on my helmet, because I burned a battery and burned a card before and I can't get
I've
anything.
been doing it, and so now I was actually thinking on this trip of getting just a little triangle mirror where my windshield hits the fairing, just to look. But
I've never seen him use a mirror.
Never. I wing it.
It's easy when I'm doing motovlogs, and
but he does a lot more than I do. I'm not filming as much.
You abandoned your little GoPro on your wrist like at day 5.
Well, that's because the wrist strap wouldn't work.
That's why I take 3 backups. Yeah, seriously, because we broke them. They break. Yeah.
Mine isn't working anymore, so I was just like, well, I guess I don't have that anymore. Yeah,
we start with brand new ones now.
I start with brand new ones, and I take 2 backups. Yeah,
I just start with a brand new one.
Just stuff I've learned over the years. You know what I mean? That would really suck on my end.
I have
obviously,
to get a new one.
Yeah,
for next year.
So let's dive in here, and who wants to start it out? Let's just talk generally about the trip. Let's kind of give an overview, Popeye, if you don't mind, of kind of where we went, Yukon, Alberta, whatever, just kind of the loop in very general terms, and then we'll start breaking down each day.
Yeah, so many of you listeners know that we generally start throwing ideas around of what we're going to do the next year. We've already thrown some stuff around what we're going to do for next year, but so this trip actually got planned or thought about when we were on our Southeast United States ride last year, and we had a couple different ideas, and we said, hey, let's look at going north. A buddy of mine that has ridden up in this area multiple times gave us some ideas. I got together with him. He gave us some ideas of where to go, about how long those places would take, some cool places to see along the way. And we started spitballing probably back in December, January timeframe,
even earlier than that. I think it was October, November.
It was October.
October.
Yeah.
So we put these rides together very early. Part of it is if you go to a more popular place or places that, in this case, that are very small, when you show up with a decent sized group, you may not be able to get half a dozen rooms. And so we got to start planning early for hotels and whatnot. We're not really into the whole camping thing and lugging along all of the stuff that you would need for camping. So we just stay in hotel rooms. So we started planning about back in October and how far we can make in a day. And we knew where we basically wanted to get. We wanted to get up into British Columbia, see a bunch of British Columbia, we saw pretty much the whole damn thing. I mean, there's not a ton of roads up there, and part of that reason is because a lot of it's wilderness, a lot of it's mountainous, and there's just no roads kind of through the middle of British Columbia up north. I mean, there's really nothing that cuts straight across once you get to a midway point up in British Columbia from west to east. And then you got to kind of do the whole loop. You got to go the whole way up north and then kind of start circling, back southeast and end up over by Alberta is kind of the way we went. But we started planning it. We knew we wanted to see part of Alaska, just a smidgen of Alaska, get up there, see some cool sights. Like I said, I had a buddy who told me, hey, you got to get into this other area of British Columbia. It is a place that you have to go to. You're not going to accidentally end up there, right? I mean, it's a place that I don't want to call it a destination because it's still all about the ride getting there, right? But that was where we were headed to as a destination, and you're not going to stumble upon it. And we this is kind of funny. So this was a pretty good argument of where we were going to go back when we started planning this.
Was it? I never saw it as an argument, but I see things so different than people. You know what I mean? Like people tell that maybe it's my personality, but it's funny because we definitely.
It's you.
Yeah. I totally believe it. I totally believe that. So it's funny to hear because some people will say it. I'm like, was it an argument? Because I feel like it was just just trying to plan for the guys the best kind of trip. But I do see people say that. So
I didn't take it like as an argument, like that we were mad at each other.
Okay. That's what I was like. I wasn't mad at all. Yeah.
I did.
Okay.
That's a cowboy and Lurch were later.
I think we were both.
Were they really?
Well, I'm pretty sure either Lurch said something or I said something. We're like, all right, ladies, like we got to figure this out. Like, because it was
separate you two.
You guys were going. Yeah. I was like, easy, guys.
Yeah, and I didn't really think about it. Like 2 seconds. I don't think about stuff like that. So it's interesting. Yeah. Anyways, go ahead.
And so what we're talking about is when we started planning this thing, I had looked at a bunch of spots where I was thinking I wanted to go, and I talked to my buddy who has ridden this area several times, and then. I had looked at different pictures of it up on the internet, pulling different stuff up, pulling different even the pictures of the roads and stuff like that. And so I had a pretty good idea in my head of what I wanted to do. Mm-hmm. Well, Ryan had also done the same thing, and he'd had a pretty good idea of what he wanted to do. and where, he wanted to get to a certain point, kind of cut back and stay more southern British Columbia, not up to Midway or the real pussy ass shit is he really wanted to do.
Nice.
And as you can tell, they both have personalities that lend to compromise.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So basically, we had a little discussion on what to do, and the I think what won it out for my side is that
Bigger
I'm
arms.
like, we had an arm wrestling match over it.
That wouldn't end well for me.
But it was Ryan's looking for backup from Cowboy and Lurch, and was just like, well, what do you guys think? And they kind of looked at him like, I think we should go north,
right?
Like further north. And so he's like, all right, well, this is
kind of a group
this
decision.
This is a group decision. And he's like, it's not my ride. It's, and that's the same thing. It's like for me, it's like, this isn't just my ride. It's
right.
What do we think is best for the group? And
that's the biggest thing. I think that where that came from, and me and Lurch had talked before, prior to going into that meeting. That's why I was looking at him as,
looking for backup. And
I'm always concerned about how many guys we get on the trips. You know what I mean?
Right.
And this is all just for the audience. When you plan these trips, like we have law enforcement officers and a lot of them, some of them are new and they have X amount of vacation. So it's not only where we want to go and what we want to see. I always say, and I said then, I'll ride as far as you want and as many days as you want. I'm a senior at that time, very senior law enforcement. I got vacation coming out my ass. Not a problem for me. So I'm always a little bit like how many, who's going to go? Cause I always like to have guys. And when we start pushing really hard or too many days, then we lose guys. You know what I mean? So that's the only reason I bring that. I would have rode farther into the Yukon if you gave me another 30 days. I don't care.
So another thing to consider though, for the listening audience is if you're planning a trip, is one thing that we had discovered and we actually talked about, and me and Ryan had talked about, was I don't know what the metric is for people deciding to go or not to go. The algorithm, if you will.
Right. Yeah. Nice word.
Is like,
wow, dude, I've never heard of me such a big word.
I'm big time into the internet.
Pornhub.
Yeah, I was gonna say, what's
they've got a great algorithm.
Yeah,
blonde shaved.
I'm a top tier member. Because we've done trips that are much shorter, maybe only down into Wyoming, and we may get less people than we have on a big trip. And I'm like, ooh, this is going to be an expensive trip. And I'm going like, shit, we're going to lose people. This is, like a 12-day trip.
Expenses are huge too. This
is expensive. And then fuck, man, we have a bunch of people that want to go. So we haven't figured out a real rhyme or reason as to what motivates people to go or not to go, because it doesn't seem to be expenses and it doesn't seem to necessarily be the time, if they can get the time. And we kind of always end up with the same amount of people. Like on this trip, we had around the same amount of people that we had for last year's East Coast trip, but it was very different people. We're kind of the four that always go, but then it was the rest of everybody else was all different people. Yeah, it's interesting. It'd be fun to get the entire group together sometime, because that'd be a lot of people. But
I think the biggest probably thing is vacation time, because I would love to have gone for 15 days.
I think it's prioritizing.
20 days.
What do you want to use for your vacation? The other thing is, and then you get a jackass. I'm going to call him out. Hopefully he listens to this. Like Sturgis Jeff, who's retired, and then his wife retired. And he says, we got the time, but we don't have the finances. So he's back in Sturgis right now. He just bought
what they do.
He just bought two brand new motorcycles.
He did buy them, huh?
Yeah.
Wow.
Two brand new motorcycles. But he's on a fixed income, so he's telling us he can't do the trip because he's on a fixed income.
Where else have we heard that? Oh, yeah. It's fixed income till it comes to a bike. Okay, we got to razz him about that. I wasn't aware he bought two bikes, dude.
I can't wait to have a fixed income, apparently.
Oh, yeah. A large fixed income, dude. Yeah. Oh, my God. Yeah, I didn't know.
New trike, and then he got a new one.
They went like a week before. Yeah. Did he?
It's nice.
I'll text you a picture here in a second so you can look at it.
Okay.
So anyway, we start planning this trip, and it always comes down to how many miles can you do, in a day, what's comfortable. Like Ryan said, what's pushing guys too hard. To where they're like, I don't want to ride 600 miles, day after day after day. And we've gotten away from that and we've toned it down a bit. And so anyway, this year we decided to kick off from...
so after our argument, we decided to go north.
We decided to go north.
Yes.
We decided to go north and head up in as far as the Yukon territories.
And I loved it. And I'm just glad we got all the guys. You know what I mean? That was my only concern.
Glad you listened to me.
Yeah, I am. It was awesome.
It was awesome.
It was awesome. Yeah.
So
Corey sent it to you.
You want to start out on kind of day one here?
Hang on, let's take a look at Sturgis Jeff's new bike. I'll show the audience. I'll key it in here. Lurch.
He went to the dark side.
It came from
too.
Corey. Corey beat me to it.
Oh,
It's
Corey.
still sending.
Oh, Jesus. All right. Well, when it comes
There
here,
we went.
so, okay.
Look at that sound effect.
Yeah.
That was great.
Message.
Hello.
Oops, I don't want to do that.
You
FaceTime.
You get a FaceTime?
God,
I can
I'm-
see you right now, buddy.
I'm totally beautiful. All right. So, Corey, there it is.
We should call up Sturgis and ask him what the hell he was thinking.
Let me get this down and this down. And that, oh, Jesus, we got all kinds of shit open here. So we can pull that bike up, and I'll go ahead and show you guys the audience. So apparently Sturgis Jeff is on a fixed income, and
Couldn't go on
he
our
could
trip.
not go on
but-
our trip because Canada's too expensive, even though exchange rate is in our favor.
About 30%
About
off.
30% off, but apparently you can buy now.
An ST.
He did the ST.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus.
You can see the 135 on it there.
Yep.
And the,
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
The rear suspension reservoirs on the back.
I like that color.
That or he's just screwing with us on somebody else's bike, but I have a feeling he may have bought that.
No.
I think he bought it.
I think he bought it.
Okay.
Yeah, I bet he did.
Which is funny because it's way different than any of his other bikes.
Yeah.
No backrest. No.
He's going to have to put a trunk on it. He'll be putting all that shit on it. I guarantee. Because when he rides, he cannot ride without a trunk and shit. I guarantee he's already ordered the color match trunk
Oh,
and
yeah.
the
He's
luggage
probably-
rack for it and all that shit.
He's probably
dude.
already got it pinstriped because he's down in Sturgis.
Oh, yeah, no
That's
doubt,
what he
dude.
always does, right?
Cold calling for Sturgis.
Let's.
Here, I
you want to
just-
cold call him?
Hell
I just,
yeah.
I
Okay.
just
Call
sent
him
you
up.
Janet's new bike, too.
Okay, let me.
Let's see if we can get him on the hook.
I'm going to pipe it back in for the audience. There's his wife got a brand new trike here.
Road Glide trike.
Road Glide.
Sturgis on it. Look at
That's
that.
the freewheeler, right?
Yeah.
Matt?
That is I think he said that is the only one that they made, and they made it for Sturgis.
Yes.
So
Really?
Yeah, they,
Oh,
85th
look at it. It says
anniversary.
Sturgis on
yeah,
it.
they give those away.
Yeah,
that's-
oh, yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
probably 25% less
They
than a
give
normal
those
one.
away. Oh my god!
Well, I
dude.
just like his explanation because they must not have brought hers. So
Right.
he has to drive back here
Yeah.
and then take her bike back down there to get that one.
Yeah, so what he's saying is...
But he
is
doesn't
that-
have
so-
enough money.
Yeah, so Sturgis is... Sturgis Jeff is in Sturgis right now as we speak. And so he bought this bike, him and Janet bought this bike, his wife. She rode out, I believe, with Jeff. And so they have a toy hauler and they are taking Jeff's bike. Well, now they'll take his new bike back home, back to the Central Washington area, pick up Janet's bike, and then go back to Sturgis to go
get
pick up
that
the new
trike.
trike that she just bought.
Yeah, they had taken her bike sight unseen, her used bike.
Right.
Yeah.
Traded.
Yeah.
Yep.
Jesus, that's why they do bikes like that.
Yeah.
Because people go to Sturgis, they want to spend money. They want to spend money on stuff, dude.
Good for you guys.
Now I'm really disappointed that he missed the trip because I was really feeling bad for him a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, he can't go on the trip, and we're gonna miss him.
Poor
And
fella can't afford to go.
poor feller. Poor feller's got a pool and a diving board, 2 brand new Harley Davidson. That's the fixed income I
new
want.
toy hauler, new truck.
New toy hauler. Jesus Christ. He's got, this is going to get razzed for a long time. Has anybody mentioned that on social media to him?
No.
So much for your fixed income.
No, I figured I'd come here
dare
where
ya.
we couldn't talk about it. Well, I did on the social media. I did say something about
good.
a fixed income must be rough.
Yeah.
I knew you would.
In his defense,
Oh, Jesus.
no,
Lurch is,
no,
he's
the
going to
other
defend
retired
people.
guy,
Look
the
at
other
him.
retired
He's like
guy.
a
Here we
goddamn
go.
defense attorney over there.
Janet retired this year, and I think, obviously his nickname's Sturgis Jeff, so we know he loves Sturgis. So I think they prioritized the two of them going out to Sturgis this year over
To buy 2 new motorcycles? I mean,
I think that just happened.
no, I don't disagree. So I'm assuming the finances are okay. Did he not answer?
Yep. Oh, you want me to cold call him? That's right. Hang
Hell
on, hang
yeah,
on.
let's call him up. See what the hell his problem is.
Stand by. We're getting a, let's see here.
See if his flip phone's working.
Oh shit! Right?
Yeah, this podcast is already going great, guys. We're on time.
We're never getting
We're
out
on
of here.
time.
We haven't even got to
Whatever.
day 1, and we're 20 or 30 minutes in.
Well, that's
You got
usually
a
how they
sleeping
start.
bags, right, Ryan? I don't think me and Popeye are leaving anytime soon.
Well, he's got one blow up mattress.
One blow-up doll between the
down
two of
here.
us?
You two will have to snuggle.
We're
We'll
gonna
see
have
if we
to.
can bring him in.
We got Eiffel Tower, the blow up doll.
Jeez. All right.
Google that.
Just
Ryan.
remember, only one of you at a time can talk because it's
Yeah.
confusing
Lee.
on the phone.
Lee.
It's going to be Lee's if he answers.
He's at Sturgis
Yeah,
at the
smart.
Buffalo Chip right now.
He's watching midget wrestling or
Janet's reverse cowboy with pasties on, riding their new bike down the field.
I'm not going to answer. Do you have Janet's number?
No, I don't.
Oh, shit.
He's smart enough. He's like, those guys are podcasting. I'm not answering that phone.
I don't think so.
We'll
He's
see if he
probably
calls
hungover.
back.
Yeah, right.
I'll turn this down, but if I see a call come in, we know it's him. We'll see if he calls us
All
back.
right, well, bummer. Okay, we'll razz the shit out of him later, folks.
Oh, right there.
Oh, stand by.
Here we go, boys. Okay, here we go. Stand by. Hey, what's up, brother?
Am I on live?
You are.
I told you he'd know.
I was going to tell you right away. You are. Your face isn't obviously, but your voice is on live right now. So Lee's
That's good.
Lee's tearing you up. He's tearing you a new one, and you're not even here to defend yourself.
Yeah,
That's right.
Sarge, I've just been talking about how responsible you are.
We just pulled him. Can you hear me?
We can hear you. Can you hear me?
I'm in Sturgis. A motorcycle just went by.
Yeah, we know. We've been telling everybody that you're in Sturgis. Hey, we're trying to figure out this fixed income thing. I can't wait to get on a fixed income.
No, we're trying to figure it out too.
Now, do you just like blow all of the money at once and then figure it out later? And what's going on here? You told us you couldn't make the trip because of finances, and then you go buy two brand new.
I just told you I don't know.
You don't know?
Don't know. No.
Are you going to end up putting your trailer at my house?
No, we had reservations for this thing months and months and months ago. The thing about the two bikes, though, we didn't know that.
Just two brand new bikes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, all of a sudden, yeah.
So it sounds like you got a pretty tight budget you're working with.
It is now. Yeah. Maybe maybe it's just a thing we needed to tighten things up.
Yeah, needed to tighten that budget up. You had too much
we were just hanging too loose.
Yeah, hanging too loose. Had to make sure you kind of dialed it in by just spending the shit out all of it.
I bought this thing for you, Papa.
Oh, is that right? You gonna put it at my house and I can rip around it whenever I want?
Oh, well, kind of.
Thanks, Dad.
You can come and say, because I knew you'd like it, so that's why.
Actually, that's the gay glide. I don't like those ones so much. Sorry, listening audience. I'm a street glide guy. I'm a street glide guy.
You know, her trike made sense. This thing I'm riding now does not.
Appreciate your honesty.
And,
Yeah. Good on you. I guess.
No, she saw that. You guys know about that Sturgis special with the numbered bikes that they have here this year.
Not until you posted it, I didn't.
Oh yeah, well they do. And how many are there? 26 bikes. And hers is number 16.
Huh.
And it's the only RG. It's the only RG3 out of the whole bunch.
So how come hers made sense?
Because she saw that, and she's got the big tri-glide bagger at home, and she didn't say anything about it until she saw this thing, and she just loved the idea of just getting back to the sporty part about the freewheeler, and then plus that fairing, the road glide fairing. It looks really sharp, and it's got the 114 on it. So
maybe I.
She just liked the idea of scaling back on the body size of a bike and then having all that power and the tour pack on the back end and whatnot. So I didn't even comment.
Yeah, maybe I phrased the question wrong. How did it make sense?
No, hers does.
I know. How?
Hers does. Mine doesn't.
She wanted it.
We might as well talk about hers because this one here, there's no fucking way I'm going to do it.
Hey,
have you wrestled any midgets yet?
No, I haven't been able to find any midget wrestling. There probably is some, but we went to the bare knuckle fights the other night.
Oh shit!
Oh, geez.
And we figured that there'd be blood flying all over the place, but it was surprisingly. Well, I don't want to say it was tame, but I mean it wasn't the gore galore that we expected to see.
Now, are these bare knuckle fights?
But as far as midget fights and whatnot, no, we haven't been able to find any of that yet.
Are these bare knuckle fights? Are they just people that are like out of the audience, or are they people that are arranged ahead of time?
No. These guys are on some sort of a circuit. As a matter of fact, the main event of the night was at least whatever it means. It was the welterweight championship. It was a good fight too.
Interesting. Huh.
The only gore galore was this guy that showed up, and you could see when he got into the ring, all the scars all over on his face. So it was just kind of a matter of his opponent just opened all those up, and it was over. But that was the only part of it to use. You think that there'd just be blood flying everywhere.
Yeah.
Gal fight was real tight, real close, and it was fun.
Are you, I like by the way, all jokes aside, I like the color of the ST. I got to ask if you already got a paint matched trunk and all that on order for it?
No, but what, you know those new guard bars that they have these days?
Yeah, it's for the ST, and I put those on my 24 Street Glide, the rear tip over bar set with the skateboard wheels. Yeah,
they didn't come with them, and I don't know how much you've been able to look at this particular model that I got.
Yeah, I know it well because I test rode it.
They took out quite a bit, as you know, because for the weight of the thing.
Right.
But I'm going to get tomorrow at Rapid. Going to get bars for the bags. They're real vulnerable.
Yep, agree.
So I'm going to get the bars for the bags. That's the only thing. I can't even afford to do that.
Are you planning on putting a trunk on it though? Because you've always been a trunk guy and a lowers guy. You're going to put lowers in a trunk? Really? You're going to live?
No,
wow.
She's got her own now. As far as she did before.
That's
but
true.
I give this bike 2 years.
And you rode this thing, so you know the volume of the bags on it. Well, we got everything that we had in mine when we traded it into these 2 bags.
Oh, nice. Yeah, and if you did have extra, yeah, you could.
But the thing about it is that they put your names on a plaque for 85 purchases at the Harley dealership here, and then they're going to mount them in the museum.
New purchases.
Yeah, the new purchases.
Oh, nice.
And so we were looking all around in this bike for the manual. So I walked up to the guy and said, no, for all 85 bikes, they're going to mail you all the manual documentation after this is all over. So we're winging it. I know how to turn it on and off, and I guess that's all. The suspension on these things here is something that you're going to have to learn. And, it's got the adjustable here on the front, whatnot. And,
yep.
So all we've done is we adjusted the back, but that's all. It's got like a 6-point adjustment for it.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. It's got
they say you're wasting your time for this bike if you don't learn how to do that with the suspension. So if they send me the frickin' manual,
it's true.
I can at least get started on it.
Also, I got to when they first released that bike, I got to Hardy flew me down the Las Vegas Motor Speedway, and I got to ride that thing around the racetrack. But if you don't,
what did you think of it?
I love it. I loved it. I gave it a full review. I think I can't
make sense of it, but I love it.
Yeah.
You better have some drag marks on it by the time you get back.
It'll tour.
Obviously, we're riding 2 up here because we got to do the trade on Janet's, and I'm getting 35 miles a gallon with it.
Yeah, I was going to say, when you get a chance, do the ride modes. Kyle Wyman, King of the Baggers factory team racer. Yeah, so there's a special tune in there for him, and it's badass.
Yeah, no, they told me on the 3 modes, they told me to start at the bottom and just.
No, start at the Kyle Wyman one.
Yeah.
Trust me.
You think so?
Ride it.
Yep.
Yeah, ride it
like you stole it.
Yeah, ride it out of the box like you're going to ride it.
Yep.
But,
yeah, and if you're getting 35 miles to the gallon, you're riding it like a pussy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got the break-in period for crying out loud.
A break-in period? I didn't know there was such a thing.
About that,
Yeah.
All right. I'll tell you, it goes, like nothing I've ever experienced.
All right, we got shit to talk about here.
Because you didn't go. So
yeah. The trip that you didn't go on, one of the best ones in 15 years. You weren't there.
Well, God, you're not I'm glad you guys called because it reminds me I need dude wipes.
Oh, you do, yeah.
Okay.
Lawabidingbiker.com/fresh-butt.
There you go.
That's good information.
Yep. Well, we got that one out.
So, Sturgis Jeff live from Sturgis. First, I want to say,
That's awesome.
because we're a bunch of jackasses, I do appreciate you taking our call because that's risque.
Yeah.
You're always a good player, and I am excited. Tell Janet that's awesome, and I'm super excited for her trike, and I'm super excited for your new bike. They're both beautiful, and it'll be even more. I love that color. I love both the colors.
Sweet.
Me too.
Congrats.
We're having fun with it. Thank you.
All right.
Don't get too crazy.
Everybody.
Have fun down there, and don't get put in the clink, okay?
Gotcha.
Smoke. Don't smoke too much weed back there. You're retired now.
Gotcha. You don't have to walk far or get hit by it.
All right, Jeff. Love you, brother. See ya.
Okay, guys. Talk to you later.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, so we're half hour into the show and we haven't gotten anywhere.
So basically what I got from that conversation is Janet wanted a newer, younger version of her bike, a lighter, more power.
The freewheeler, yeah.
Be careful, she doesn't want a newer, younger version of Jeff.
That's what I'm saying. So then Jeff, seeing what she picked, he got the he had the midlife crisis and got the Corvette, right?
He's like 3/4 life crisis, but
Well, you know what I mean. But then he went and got the red convertible Corvette, you know? He's
Matching
trying to
shark
keep up
noses.
with
I
the
like
wife.
it.
Yeah, he's trying to keep up with the wife.
dude, I want to get
wanted
on that.
more power.
135, is that what it was?
Yeah.
Dude, I want to get on that thing.
It's a ripper. It runs. It's differently tuned.
Oh, she's a ripper.
It's got a cam. She's a
ripper,
ripper. Ripping. Yeah, it's got a different cam and stuff. It's legit.
Nice.
It's
a good bike.
Gorgeous bike.
It is a cool, fun bike. All right.
Ready for episode 2?
Are we ready for any other? We want to do any other cold calls? We'll start episode 2. Will actually be day 1.
Well, thanks for staying for the live, guys. Have a nice one.
I'm glad we cold called him. He's such a good sport, dude. To even take that, I'd be like, "Fuck off!" I ain't answering your call because we just put out the link to the live and everything.
Right.
He knows it's live, so
Yeah, he even answers the phone. Am I live? He's excited.
that was great.
All right, day 1. So day 1, you want to jump right into it here?
Sure.
All right, so day 1 starts with, normally we leave like the Yakima area because a lot of times we're heading south to a certain extent. And what's always funny is that these guys down here, they always put the kickstands up time around 7 or 8 o'clock. These pussies,
Dicks.
yeah, decide, ooh, we better ride the 2 hours north because that's going to be too long of a day. So we're just all going to ride down and stay
The
at
day
Popeye's.
Plus, we got a free dinner and free breakfast and free lodging.
Sturgis
day
Jeff's
before.
house.
It worked out well.
We had a pool. It was better than a hotel. Pool, diving board, drinks, free food.
Yeah, I know. Well, shit.
Oh, hang on. Jeff's calling back. This must be important. We got to take this.
Oh.
Okay, hang on. Yes, sir. You're still live. Sturgis Jeff, live from Sturgis.
He butt dialed.
He did butt dial us.
That's awesome.
Are you there? Hello? Yeah, total butt dial. Okay.
Love it.
Anyways, back at it.
Shit. Yeah, so it does. Yeah, well, you guys got to my place too late to have the pool party, but a bunch of you guys were over at Jeff's at his pool. So, and then we did, at least the guys that stayed at my house, we tapped into some Blue Label.
This was later after they left Jeff's, right?
After they left Jeff's, yeah, the guys that were staying at my place, because I had a baseball tournament. I coach baseball, youth baseball, and we're a travel ball team. And so I didn't get back to my place till the evening. So I was unable to get over to Jeff's and have dinner over there, which was the original plan. But the guys that were staying at my house came over, and we had like 3 guys stay at my place and broke in a little Johnny Walker Blue Label for the trip, which is always important. In fact, the last time I uncorked that bottle was me, Cowboy, and Matt, I believe, was the last time I uncorked. I had actually 2 bottles of it sitting there, but we had some drinks of that before we left for the East Coast last year.
Oh, yeah.
So, left the Wenatchee area.
I'll bring it back up for you.
Roger that. Left the Wenatchee area. Day 1 from Wenatchee. We were heading to Williams Lake, BC, about 460 miles. To start the day off, pretty nice. My lovely wife out there cooking on the Blackstone outside for us.
good.
Nice big breakfast
good.
for us, bacon and eggs and hash browns. Then we started heading north after Squid got to the place. And Sturgis Jeff and his wife Janet, they rode with us up until the border when they had to turn around.
Do we want to talk about the modifications before we left your house, though?
Oh, sure. Go ahead. Yeah.
Well, many of you know that Popeye has this
Uncanny ability.
or burning desire to rip other people's bikes apart. So the reflectors on the front forks, we spotted a few.
Had to make sure they could keep up.
Yeah.
Can't believe they made it this far.
Dude.
Right.
You even got an Indian, didn't you?
I did.
was-
It's a new
have you
one.
done-
Well,
yeah, I was
I
gonna say,
think
have
we're
you
doing a
done-
full review video on how to remove
properly
reflectors
remove
from an
reflectors.
Indian.
All right, anyway.
A little different than a Harley.
Yep.
Sam
So,
Ramos
head to the border.
says thanks for the Johnny Blue Popeye.
Oh, absolutely. Glad to
He's
be able
on
to
here
share.
live. Yeah.
Glad to be able to share.
Subs-
He went with us on the trip. So yeah, he's in the chat. That's cool.
Nice.
Yeah, so it's fun. Got to stay at, hang out with him and stuff. New member, prospect member, hang around member for one of our chapters in Washington State. So the morning, beautiful morning, about 75 degrees. We're kickstands up, heading northbound. And geez, by the time we got to the border, it was already getting 90 degrees or something, right? That was crazy. What was Lurch's packing debacle?
Well, here's the deal. I don't understand. Lurch has been silent. It's time to hack on him. No, it's very interesting because here's a guy that went south and through south of Redding, California, and got hypothermic.
Snow. It was snowing.
And at that time, if you watch that documentary, he decided that Death Valley, which is where we were going, was very hot, so you don't need heated gear to get there.
No.
He learned a very, very harsh lesson, and it's well documented in that
learned
film.
from my mistakes.
Well,
But did you?
that's what I'm curious
I was
about.
comfortable this whole trip.
Did you?
It doesn't make sense to me. So here's the deal. So I got a street glide, I got lowers, I got a trunk, right? Lurch convinces me that I need to put a rack on top of the trunk because you never have to pack light. You can take all the necessary gear you want. Not to mention we work for a motorcycle store and he gets any products he wants pretty much because we just review them. I ask him, he's like, and I still don't understand. So Lurch will have to put some insight in it. Why we try to pack light when there's no need to. So on my trunk, because he convinced me to get a luggage rack, I put a bag, and thus I have my extra winter jacket in there, and I have my light jacket, my hot weather jacket. So I'm and everything else is in the saddlebags and stuff. So he decides he's not going to take his heavy, more robust, inclement weather jacket when we're going to frickin' Canada and the Yukon.
Well, it's the summertime.
Right. Yeah. 40,
I had layers. I had
42
rain gear.
degrees. So
It's
but
summerish.
to explain to me why you feel, I'm just curious why guys, because I've heard other guys do that. I just felt like packing light. Why?
I didn't pack light. I had plenty of shit.
But you had room, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I just chose to take the light jacket, the breathable jacket,
Right.
and I had layers to go underneath it. I had
Right.
a rain jacket to go over the top of it. I didn't need the two jackets.
But what if you just put it in there?
I could have taken it, but why? I didn't need it.
I
didn't need it.
don't get that's what I'm always wrestling with. I'm like, I don't care if I use it or not. If I got the real fucking things going on there.
I've been running around like a chicken with my head cut off. I packed that shit that day.
Yeah,
I
me
mean, I
too.
just threw it all in there and took off.
So that was so we have no insight on that other than that's just a decision
I
that
had
was
room.
made.
I had room. I just
right.
took what I needed to take, and
Because he
I was
convinced me to
comfortable.
get this rack, and I got it. And he told me specifically so he could carry
especially
his
for
heavy
you.
coat and stuff. I'm like, why didn't you do that? Because you just convinced me to put a rack on my trunk. So anywho, I'm glad it was okay. And
You
I'm
weren't
glad,
cold at all, even
I'm
it was
glad
like
you-
low 40s.
No, I had my heated jacket. I had my plug-in heated jacket. I had layers. I had that jacket over the top, and then when it rained, put the rain jacket on.
The argument is erroneous then.
Yeah, the argument is
Yeah,
erroneous.
there was no argument. It was actually looking for insight, which I got none of. Okay. Anyways,
I'm really
moving
glad
on.
you had room for
No,
stuff.
I don't care if you freeze. That's not my, and I'm glad it worked out. I was just curious because you convinced me to put a trunk rack, which I did. So I thank you because now I have all my shit with me, both jackets. So
There you go, plenty of room.
All right, head north.
That must be nice.
Yeah, we headed north. Took away my notes. Do I need to know anything from my notes or your notes? I guess, but they're my notes. I'm playing them as my notes. Heading north. Boy, it got pretty warm, 95 degrees, something like that. Nice and hot day. We hit the border area in what is the Orville? Orville, Washington is the town that is right on the border, and we said our goodbyes there to Sturgis Jeff and his wife Janet, who was riding on the back with him.
That's all he could afford.
They let us to
One
the
gas
border.
stop.
Fixed
One gas
income. They
stop.
couldn't afford the gas.
One gas stop.
It's on a fixed income.
That's all he had.
Yeah, and so we were looking at the weather app. We knew it was going to get a little bit cooler, and boy, I'll bet you, 30 minutes after crossing the border, 45 minutes maybe, wasn't that damn long. Because once we crossed the border at Orville, then we started kicking. I don't have the exact road right now if he wants to bring it up or not, but we kind of started kicking northwest from that point, kind of went through a small mountain pass, and it went from 95 degrees down to, I think it was around 55 or 60 and nothing flat with light rain. Blue sky, sunny, 95 degrees, 90 degrees, somewhere in there. And I actually ended up texting Sturgis, and I was like, hey, dude, I'm like, it's 55 degrees and raining on us right now. And he's like, well, it's 98 and 0% chance of precipitation where I'm at. So, the weather changed super fast on us. Got some rain, intermittent rain off and on. Heavy clouds were in the area. But beautiful ride through there. Beautiful ride. Did you find the road, what number it was, or did we give up on that?
Oh, what?
I'm looking it up.
Okay. We'll get that back to you. But
I need to bring up the ride planner. Go ahead.
So yeah, we're just heading over towards lunch. Ran into a little bit of traffic, but seemed to flow along pretty well. Nice river down along the side of us as we're riding through there. Nice curvy road. And yeah, just made our way into lunch at Princeton, BC. At the Copper Pit is where we had lunch. Nice little spot.
Yeah, I was wondering if this rain going through my mind, because we hit rain, you know, on trips we usually expect a day or something like that. But I was like, day one, dude, getting hammered. I was like, is this going to be indicative of what this trip is going to be like? Because leading up to the trip, I had been watching the weather and, you know, dialing in all the cities where we were going, and it was looking wet. And it was wet the week before, and it was looking wet the week we were going. So I was certainly fearful that we were going to run into some rain.
Yeah, I looked at it, and I'm like, yeah, I think we might hit a little bit, you know, but not a ton.
3.
Highway 3, yeah. So
Once
up out of Orville, Washington, cross the border, north for a bit, and then, yeah, it's Highway 3, and Highway 3 takes you northwest. Beautiful road. Like I say, you do hit a little bit of traffic, but pretty neat. Went by. Do you guys remember the name of that lake that we went by that was shortly after getting onto Highway 3?
It was gorgeous, whatever it was.
It was some type. It was very colorful. There must be a ton of minerals in that lake or something. But that was the first one. We were like, shit, that was a weird looking lake, and riding by that. So
I brought up if we need to reference it while you were doing that.
There we go.
Brought up the ride plan. I had not done that.
Thank you, sir.
Yep. So we can.
So yeah, Princeton, lunch in Princeton at the Copper Pit, and then we got some fuel there and continued heading north.
Yep. Good push this day, 460 miles.
Yeah.
And that's why we tried to shave off the first 100 coming up early. But yeah, and we did another day like that, which will be coming up too. But
so heading up north, we're heading to Williams Lake. This day is where our ultimate destination was.
Williams Lake, BC.
Williams Lake, BC.
BC.
Beautiful scenery. I mean, beautiful scenery along the way. As soon as you start getting up, what do you guys think? Maybe 100 miles over the border. You know, you start losing a lot of traffic.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Traffic gets much more sparse. I mean, I don't know what the exact figure it is, but you know, there's a large percentage of Canadians live within like 200 miles of the border. And so a lot of them are down along that southern border.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, sure. You betcha.
Yeah. And so, you start running a lot less traffic. We're able to pass easily. But before we got to Williams Lake, we ran into some LAB fans.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of funny. We were there fueling up, getting gas, and there's a group of, you can obviously recognize that they're bikers just, by what they're wearing and the group that is together and stuff. And they recognized Ryan and wanted to come over and talk. Super nice people, but it was also, I think, a little bit of an eye opener of how we ride.
Yeah,
because they were telling us like, you can't make. They were going, where are you headed tonight?
Where was this? Was I filming or present? Because I don't even see this in the notes.
It's right
yet.
there. Yeah, the 100 Mile House, the city. It was our last gas stop.
Oh yeah.
We pushed
you're right.
into Lake Williams.
You're right. Okay,
it was our very last stop.
That's right. Thanks.
Is there actually a note of it up there?
Yeah,
I just go off of memory a lot of times.
Whatever. You're so full of
Yeah.
shit.
No, I didn't.
Third bullet point up from the bottom.
Oh, okay. But no, yeah. So we talked to them, and they were telling us, asking us where we're going. We're like, oh, we're going to Williams Lake and stuff. And we're like, oh, cool. What about the next day? Oh, we're heading up to Stewart. Like, can't be done.
Can't do it in one day.
Can't do it in one day.
Can't do it.
Not gonna happen.
Don't
And
tell Popeye that.
yeah. So I'm like, well, that's where we're going. Like,
Well, that's what we're doing.
We got nowhere else to sleep. That's where we're going.
Yeah, we got VRBOs there, so that's where
it's gonna happen.
It's gonna happen.
Like, oh, that's like a 14-hour day. And no, it ain't no 14-hour day. Even with all our stops and stuff, it wasn't a 14-hour day. Yeah.
Yeah. We stayed pretty on track that day.
We did the
day one
of this trip. I was impressed.
Yeah.
We don't normally
get a
that
slave
motivated. Yeah. But old Popeye here was, his usual self driving us along.
Somebody's got to push the group. Otherwise, you sit there forever.
Well, it also helped, like some of these gas stations we were stopping at didn't have bathrooms, and there really wasn't much there. So we got off, you grabbed a drink real quick, went to the bathroom if you could, but then it was like bugs and everything else. So you're like, all right, here we go, let's go. And everybody was motivated to get back on the bike. So
yeah. So
it was a different trip this year.
Yeah. So as like 99.9% of the time, I'm up in the front of the group. So for your other group leaders, I'll give you a little hint.
Oh, hang on.
You guys all look at me, huh?
Pro tip.
Advice.
Pro tip.
Advice from Popeye.
Yeah.
Stand by.
Yeah. Pick your stops, right? Pick your stops of where you pull into, where like your brakes are. Like if once in a while, you know, I knew like, hey, I'm getting sore. I got to take a piss or something. So I'm figuring everybody else probably does too. So rather than swing into a gas station, especially up here, I'll stop out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And then people don't have shit to go do.
True.
And so then they're ready to get on their bikes.
They don't take their helmet off. They
No.
don't take their gloves off, you know, or whatever.
Exactly.
You know, yeah.
And so, and the other thing that I do is I will run out a tank. Because if you just stop like
All the time.
before a tank,
Yep.
here's a 20-minute stop, and then don't stop before your lunch. Stop, we've got 30
push
minutes to
through.
lunch.
Yeah,
it's like
push
I'm
through.
like, my back hurts.
Correct.
And I'm ready to get off the bike, but I know if I stop, it's a 30-minute
Yep.
stop by the time
Very
everybody
true.
screws around. So I'll bring it into lunch on fumes, literally.
Yep.
And,
Right.
and there was many times. That's a funny story. I'll tell it now. But we're pulling into a lunch stop one time, and Squid had slowed way down. And fell back. And I'm like, what the? We get there and I'm like, dude, is everything okay? Like, what's the deal? And he's like, oh, I was, my fuel's getting low. He's like, my fuel's getting low. I'm like, you mean your fuel's getting low? I'm like, how many miles did it say till empty? So it said like 50 miles. And I'm like, dude, I go, the last gas station that we passed, the light came on my bike already. I go, my bike has said 0 miles for I don't know how long. And I'm just watching, I'm timing the miles for how far we have to go, in this case, kilometers. I'm reading everything in kilometers and stuff. But like I said, that's just part of, I also get the worst mileage in the group because my bike is tuned. I got a cam and everything else. So I know if I run out, other people still have plenty
Reserves, yeah.
plenty of, and I knew Matt had a gallon of gas. So
I had some American fuel in my
That's
bike,
right.
just in case we needed it. Some freedom juice.
Before night 2.
if you're up in the front,
After night 2,
Make-
it disappeared.
a little bit. We'll get there.
make sure you know how many miles you got to go to places and bring her in on fumes. It'll get you where you need to go a little quicker.
Yeah.
Yep. Good pro tip.
Would have been a lot faster without camera people.
Yeah.
We tend to slow it down.
Yeah, we're used to it now, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's kind of baked in. We're pretty quick, though, from when I started, getting their own in and out and, doing what we need to do. But, it looks like we got in about 7:30 and we decided to eat there's not a lot of places. And
So it's not a foodie trip.
no, this is not a foodie trip
Not
at
even
all.
close.
Mr. Mike's Steakhouse, it was and it filled our bellies. But yeah, Williams Lake is interesting. We didn't get to spend a lot of time there, but definitely a drug homeless problem, as many cities here in America face, big cities, because all around that restaurant was like we must have been in the middle of an encampment or something. So
Yeah,
it
that
was
was
close eye
definitely
on the
their
bikes.
hangout. Yeah,
that was their
definitely
hangout. Yeah, not a lot of time there though. So we'll you want to get into day 2, Cowboy? Just go for it. Start jumping in. We didn't really have a spectacular night that we went to bed because we had the next day we knew was a fucking
It was a
push.
pusher. Yeah, it was going to be a pusher with some great views. We know going into Stewart was going to be pretty epic, so we wanted to get on the road. We attempted to leave on time. There was a slight debacle
There's a few,
at the hotel.
There's a few of these.
There's a few of them. So we go ripping out of there in true fashion, and I don't know, we got a mile down the road, and then we had to pull over because we were missing somebody, and everybody was there when we left the hotel. But then down the road,
They were in line with their bikes fired up.
Yeah, we didn't have everybody with us, so Indian John had a little mishap coming out of the parking lot. But he ended up catching up, so
He apparently dumped his bike in the parking lot.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
we were all
he
in the
laid it.
hotel
I
parking
think
lot.
he just laid it over.
Yeah,
I don't think
yeah.
it was like a dump. It was just
We were all
he
turning
stopped and then.
to go out of the parking lot, and I went around John, and I don't think he expected me to be there, and so he looked at me.
So it's your fault?
I guess so. He clutched. He grabbed the clutch, and because he grabbed the
laid it
clutch,
over.
it just dumped over.
Yeah.
I didn't see it. But
we just
That's the
noticed
first
it.
So
Mini.
Matt didn't
First
see
Mini.
it, but he kept riding, left him all alone. Pick up his own bike.
no, that we stopped because I went. I think we're missing somebody.
Yeah, I ran up to the front.
Yeah,
I think
Ryan
I dumped somebody back there.
Ryan and I
yeah.
were talking in our headsets. I'm like, I think we're missing one, maybe two.
Well, we got
Excuse me, pardon me,
everybody.
drinks coming in.
Thanks, Popeye.
We got everybody. So we we got out of there. Was it? Yeah, 7:15, huh? Is it that early?
Yep.
Yeah, that was
Jeez.
an early takeoff.
We had
We're
to.
actually
It's,
15 minutes late.
Damn near
we were
a
actually
600-mile
yeah.
push. Yeah.
That's right. Oh, yeah, there's the note. I didn't even see. I was pulling a Popeye. I was just remembering. So push through. I don't remember really anything between that and lunch. I mean, normal views.
Yeah.
Nothing
pretty standard
crazy. Yeah,
trees.
we just
Yep.
we just put throttle down and just went because we
Yep.
knew, like we said, and we knew once we got further out towards Stewart, we knew the tail end of that day was going to be really cool. There's some epic views. We were planning on a couple shots, like with cameras and drones, and so we knew in the morning we had to push to get there, so we weren't coming into Stewart super late, which we kind of end up anyway. But so we pushed through. So the morning wasn't anything super crazy, but we stopped at Burns Lake for lunchtime, and it was an office pub and grill. People were great, super biker friendly. That was the one where we all rolled up and they had already like got a table situated for us because we're a bigger group. We were 9 at this point. So before we even walked in, they had already kind of picked a corner for us and put tables together. So super nice. Food wasn't bad.
No,
it wasn't anything crazy, but it was pretty good for what it was. I mean,
good bar food.
Yeah. Pretty out in the middle of nowhere.
I interviewed the owner, and I got to talk to him for a little bit. And don't judge a place by its outside because it's
ginger ale,
Burns
by the
Lake,
way.
and it doesn't look that nice. But we didn't have a lot of choices, and these are all pre-planned stops in our itinerary because time is everything, and you spend 15, 20 minutes trying to find a place.
Oh, yeah.
Like everything's ready. So
Or you end up at just a McDonald's or something.
Right.
Like that. It's
Right,
like we want to sit down, have a beer,
Yeah.
relax, be able
Yeah.
to bullshit with each other and whatnot.
yep.
So Google's all we're doing before we get there.
Yep. Well, we look at reviews. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Yep.
Google reviews, the
But
map.
Pull up the map and look at the building. Yeah, make sure it's not a complete
pictures and
shithole.
stuff. Yeah.
And this is why, back to our trip planning, this is why our trip
So
planning
important.
takes, well, it's very important,
It
but
takes all day.
it takes forever. Like
Right.
when we're planning this October, November, and we have literally what we would do is, and you get back to your interviewing of the owner, but, we would say, okay, we're stopping in, what was the name of the town that we stopped in again?
Burns Lake.
Burns Lake. Okay, we've got about 4 or 5 hours in here. We're gonna need lunch somewhere around this time frame, and then it's okay. So we know we want to eat somewhere around here. Lurch, you're in charge of finding lunch for that area, and so Lurch gets on the computer and he's looking. Meanwhile, I know that we're headed to Stewart that night, and it's like okay. Popeye, you get on there, figure out where the hell we're going to eat in Stewart that night. Are there any places, what's the reviews like? And so we have multiple of us and we're working on different venues, different days at different times. And it's still literally, that was like a 10-hour day down here planning.
Yeah, I was going to say close to
hotels,
12. I mean,
planning-
we were here all day.
planning,
It was a
our
long day. We
hotels,
got in
our
super late.
dinners, our lunches, attractions, all kinds of stuff. What roads we were going to take, how far you can go in a day, looking at VRBOs, all kinds of different shit. A lot goes into all of these. So anyway, you interviewed the owner, right?
Yeah, I was just gonna say, super nice folks.
place, yeah.
Very biker friendly. They have a lot of biker groups stop by there. Again, don't judge a place by its outside. In this case, but please stop by Office Pub and Grill if you're in the area, and you won't. They're very good service, very friendly, very biker friendly. They want us in there. We left a sticker.
Oh, yeah.
A law-abiding biker sticker in there, and when the doc film comes out, you'll see where I placed it. But if you do find it, make sure you take a picture by it, tag us in a social media post. But great hospitality they showed us there at the Office Pub and Grill, Burns Lake. So
I don't know if we want to
So
talk
one thing
about
is-
that one.
Once we got up into this area, it's getting much more sparse.
Remote.
Much more remote, yeah, and it's it's not like giant mountains or anything like that yet, but the riding is getting to be pretty epic, and I think part of it is just we're just outside of all the normal traffic. We're outside of the cities, and it's just a lot of nothingness out there.
Yep.
So that was very cool. Vehicles that we came upon that were slower, we could easily get around them. We weren't getting stuck in traffic, which also helped us to make good time. But it was just nice to get away from people, away from the cities, and just have a lot of nature around you at this point. There wasn't a whole lot. Cities are getting smaller, right? The further north we go,
Yeah.
they're getting smaller and smaller, which sure was nice. Made a stop there. What was the name? This is or was the goat spray?
Goat spray was right after the gas station stop, right?
That was after we took the picture of, or was that?
It wasn't far before the peaks opened up. And
no,
all
it
that.
was like right after that gas stop.
Yeah, we stopped and
took that picture in front of the sign.
Yeah, took a picture in front of the sign that we were saying we're going to Alaska. I don't.
Yeah, it was like. Oh God, that's so gross.
Shit, I don't know.
So affectionately called or dubbed goat spray. So we had done a gas up. I just can't with that.
So
did a gas stop, and we're heading up, and we knew this next section was going to be good. There's going to be bears. Supposed to be these epic views.
Did you guys even talk about what goat spray is or anything?
I'm getting there. No, that's what I'm working on.
Sorry. I thought you had moved on.
No. I'm saying that's what we were going to.
Oh, gotcha.
So we leave this last stop knowing that that's ahead, and me and Popeye are up front, and all of a sudden there's only 3 of us. I think it was you, me, and Oscar. And we stop, and there's no one else behind us. And so Oscar, I think, turned around and went back to see what was going on. Well, come to find out, just a couple miles down the road, Goat decided that what was once inside his stomach had to come out of his stomach.
Violent.
While riding down the highway. And if I remember correctly, Goat was not in the back of the line.
No.
Nope.
He was in
He
like
had-
the middle of the line.
He had 3 or 4 bikes behind him.
So you guys could imagine ripping. I mean, we were probably doing 60-ish. I don't know kilometers. My bike's not new enough. I can't switch everything over. So we're probably doing 60-ish, and you could imagine
60 to 90.
90, yeah.
I said
80,
ish. 90. My ish is, it's 3 inches ish, Ryan.
Right.
Yeah.
But you guys can imagine what that looked like coming out of a bike. And did he get his helmet up at least?
No. So I was in the left wheel track directly behind him. Luckily, he was in the right wheel track. And then somebody was behind me in the right wheel track because we're staggered.
Sam.
And Sam.
And I was behind him in the left.
I just remember it was there was no warning.
Yeah, that's what he said. He said
he just turned his head and sprayed.
Oh,
and we've coined it goat spray because that's his name.
I thought somebody dropped a water bottle, like a water bottle came out of a cereal cup holder and hit the ground.
Because it was spray.
Just this mist, like an explosion of fluids.
So gross.
Yeah.
I'm so glad
I don't know how Sam didn't get any on him in the right
He had to.
He said he got someone on his bike, but he didn't feel anything.
Yeah,
so.
I don't think any hit him, but
because that could cause a chain.
Oh yeah,
Dude, if I'd have got that in my face, I'd have been just over there, dude.
This is why I ride in the front.
Yeah, you can't make this stuff up. Man.
You can't.
We couldn't have scripted this. Just randomly.
That is not indicative of the Office Pub and Grill in which we just ate. Okay, because none of us else vomited. So
yeah,
he was kind of sick off and on the whole trip. He had a cold on top of it. He just wasn't feeling. Goat was not feeling himself. So
Yeah.
It was good. It was good.
And shit, by this point, so we did stop at a gas stop. We got a picture in front of it. That's, Hyder, Alaska this way, Glacier. I just pulled it up.
Yeah.
You just looked.
I just looked at it. God damn it. It's like
I almost used that
Lean
picture.
that vodka.
Hyder, Glacier, Hyder,
Yeah,
Alaska,
it was a
Stewart.
cool little sign.
use that in the podcast to show the listening audience, you mean, or what?
No, I was going to use that as the thumbnail of this episode. Then I picked Corey's picture of my bike. I had 3 pictures picked out, and that Corey's picture
I
made
think
it.
you made the right decision. Ryan.
North to Alaska, Stewart. So Stewart from here is 237 kilometers. Hyder, Alaska, 240 kilometers. Bear Glacier, 200 and something kilometers. It's covered up by Popeye. By Cowboy.
Easily confused. I
Easily
get it.
confused.
You
We're the
can
same size.
easily confuse
Same
us too.
size.
Yeah. It's the tattoos.
So, so we're heading north from here. And I'm telling the guys, I'm like, hey, we got to go. Like,
He was very worried.
This is it right here.
Yeah, Lee was very worried about this stretch.
I'm getting fucking hungry.
Yeah, he was getting very hangry.
And
Not hungry.
Goat
He was
kept
hangry.
asking me if I wanted a Cliff Bar. I didn't want a goddamn Cliff Bar. I wanted dinner.
Yeah, please. I don't need those.
he had
I need
26. He had 26 Cliff Bars. He was handing them out the whole trip.
Fuck,
Dude, everybody. He was like, here.
Here, have a Cliff Bar.
Here, you want a Cliff
Here's
Bar?
where
You want a
that
Cliff Bar?
sign is.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, right there.
and it's highway. Oh, I had it the other day.
Trans-Canadian Highway.
Yeah, it's Trans-Canadian, but then you get on 37.
Yeah.
So there's a huge, whatever that convenience store is called. I don't remember.
It's the Canadian gas station. It's the same one with
Petra,
with the
something. Yeah,
maple
the
leaf
Skeena River,
sign.
crossing the Skeena River.
You got to cross
Kidwana.
that Skeena.
very famous
So, yeah,
sign. You'll
that
see that. A lot of people get get in front of that.
Yeah, that next straightaway is where the goat spray happened.
Yeah. I mean, you're getting
that
close.
road.
Did you want to talk about with his bike, or we?
No, we'll just
And
pass it.
so we heading north from there. And then, like I said, I'm getting hungry, and I've researched Stewart, BC. There ain't shit open after 8 o'clock for sure. There ain't really shit open after 6 o'clock.
Because there's one restaurant or two.
There's a couple.
It's like
Trudy's.
post-COVID.
That's it, yeah.
There's a
Everybody
couple
closes
restaurants
early.
And then and I'm hungry, and I'm probably getting hangry. But at the same point, I want to film shit, right? I want to film shit. And I know, because I've talked to my buddy Adam that had told us about this stretch. He's like, there's, going to be bears through this area. It's beautiful. You'll get glaciers coming into here. And so I want to film it. And so I'm starting to push on guys, right? It's like, we gotta go. It's like, hurry up, get your shit together. We're filming this, and then we're gone. And so that whole way, we're having to deal with the goat spray and stuff. So that slowed us down.
Everything just kept happening.
Yeah, we had another stop, and it's like, oh shit, are you kidding me? It's like, let's go, guys. And then we get onto the final road. Was that 37 that is the final road up into Stewart as well?
Yes, I think we get on 37 here, and I believe it takes 37.
I thought there was one more turn. Yep, there's one more turn there.
There's one more right there.
Yep.
Let's see what that is.
To 16.
So you hit the Mezzadin
George.
Junction.
Yeah.
If that's how you say it. I don't know if it's Mezzadin Junction or not, or Mezzadine or Mezzadin. But so you hit the Mezzadin Junction there, and then that's where you get on to Stand My Bikeaholics. We're
16, he said.
16. So you're going to get on to 16, and that's going to take you due west, and you start getting into some absolute epic shit. And you have mountains on the side of you, on both sides of you. You're riding through some, narrower spots right next to a glacier.
It's unbelievable.
I lied. Sorry, 37A.
37A.
37A is that last stretch. I was too far left.
Not 16?
No, so we took 16
Okay.
to get to 37, and then 37A is what we took right there, where we make that left
Okay.
towards Stewart. So that last stretch.
Ice fields, glaciers, waterfalls, mountains.
Mountains
Beautiful.
everywhere.
Awesome.
Huge. You're like, I've arrived in my mind.
Oh my
We
gosh.
have
that was
arrived.
it. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
it. Stupid construction.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah. It's
Unbelievable.
amazing. Yeah.
After all the hard riding we did too, not that it wasn't beautiful,
right.
but it's trees. We see,
you
you
can't
can
see
ride
a
the
lot,
Cascade Mountains. It's very similar for hours, and it's beautiful. But then this is the
You're starting to get big time.
this is the
That's what you
Mountains are getting
expected.
bigger.
Yeah.
the mindgasm here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mountains are getting bigger. Yeah, because everything else.
Look at that.
But you know what? Like if we dropped you in,
The rest is just foreplay.
yeah,
This is the
Mindgasm.
shoot your load.
yeah, this is the money shot.
This is the money shot, dude, right in the face.
Yeah,
Goat spray.
Go.
Gross.
that's what happened to him.
He just got so excited about the trip.
So,
Sound
but
and the spit at the end is what gets me.
My mouth's watering. Go ahead.
if we had dropped you in from Williams Lake until now, if you had come in from Kansas, we dropped you in, you'd been like, holy shit,
yeah.
like this is amazing. But we got listeners all over the world, obviously, and you got to understand is that we ride some beautiful country out here. We got all kinds of big mountains. We've got the Cascade Mountains. We have some of the biggest, mountains in North America that are right at our back door. So we ride. Nobody commented on the back door. I figured Corey's a big back door guy.
You're right. That's what we hear.
Yep. So that's why he rooms with me. We're used to that type of riding, right? But boy, when you get up into here, it is like it's another level. And you've got just mountains, sheer mountains right off the side of the road and stuff. Absolutely epic. But so once again, as your official law-abiding biker drone coordinator,
Yes.
No.
Aerial operator.
Aerial
operator. Matt had a more technical term for you. I call you drone coordinator, but it's aerial operations, something technical specialist.
Yeah, it's like a big long
I don't
name.
remember.
Yeah.
so
Hopefully we got it on
Yeah, no doubt.
recording.
like, these guys, we've got them trained over the years. If I don't stop, they don't stop. And so it's like a lot of times I make a decision up front of like, are we pulling over to film this or are we not? And like going by this stuff, I'm like, we've got to film this.
Yeah.
And at the
I
same
was so
time, I'm
hoping.
like, I'm fucking hungry.
Well, I would like to
You're more
point out.
thirsty
I would
than
like
hungry,
to
let's
point
be very
out.
clear.
When's happy? Well, I had shit in my saddlebag.
I would like to point out at the gas station, I brought up the glacier and I said, "Hey, this would be a cool place for a photo."
He did.
Because I'm thinking about photo stuff, right? Mm-hmm. And Popeye
He's not in
shrugged
charge
me
of it, though.
off
He's not
and
in
said,
charge
"Yeah,
of
it was like a no. We need to get there for dinner."
Stay in your wheel
And then
track.
and then we
Yes.
showed up, and then he pulls over and he's like, "Oh, you want to get the drone out?" I'm like, "Okay, all right. I see how this trip's gonna go.
Popeye,
I see how this goes."
I can only tell you, wait till you see the film. Those shots I've already been over. I'm going through all the holy shit.
Of just this area you're saying? Or
Just this. I haven't even been past day 4.
No shit.
But I did review some while we're on the trip.
Well,
so
we were coming down.
the stuff we got this year, that one, we'll talk. That one of you, I just went through it last night,
At the edge of the glacier? Yeah.
dude, and I used the zoom, and it's got the parallax effect of the glacier move. Dude, you're gonna shit. I almost sent it
rubbing
to
one
you.
out to it,
Oh
huh?
yeah, dude, you
Nice.
will. It's epic, bro.
Nice.
It really puts in perspective that fucking glacier and the beauty. So yeah,
We have more
This trip
shots,
is
more
nuts, man.
money shots
Yeah.
on this frickin' trip than
This trip's ridiculous.
any other one on Pornhub anywhere. I mean,
Right.
this is epic. Yeah, lots
and
of
you're
money
gonna
shots.
and you're gonna see new angles.
yeah, that's
Ryan
true
went
too.
above and beyond on
All
this
about
one.
the
We
angles.
got different angles on this one.
Nice.
This documentary is all about
Just
it,
when you
know?
thought you had the right angle, we got you a different
Yeah,
one,
we
folks.
found you a new one.
No doubt, dude.
One you didn't even know you wanted. You're welcome.
Yeah, dude,
We found it.
we did.
So anyway, glacier riding in, and I was like, okay, we got to stop. And like I say, I'm battling hunger. And so, but we
battling
it's
his
not,
demons
It's
inside.
not just. I was thirsty too.
So I said earlier,
thirsty.
it's
Yeah.
Thursday's not.
I said, I knew
I had
long
pep
day.
sticks you could have had. Yeah.
we had
Cliff
some
bars.
whiskey and vodka and shit. Like I could have got by. I mean,
Jeez.
if, well, I wasn't going to get the shakes, but yeah. So we rode this thing. We
Speaking
put
of Cliff Bars, I feel like Goat thinks he's fucking sponsored by Cliff Bars.
Dude, every
Fuck, dude.
stop.
I'm trying to tell you.
Every I got Cliff
You
bars.
hungry for dinner? I have a Cliff Bar. Lunch? Cliff Bar. Remember, he was the fucking, and he wouldn't shut the fuck up about Cliff Bars. I'm
I
like,
think it's because his belly was upset. He's like, I don't know if I want to really try anything other than.
I don't know if a Cliff Bar is really easy on your
think a
belly.
Cliff Bar's
They got
gonna
so much shit in them.
Somebody else had Cliff Bars too. It might have been Sam. Like they both got the
I
Costco
finally
boxes.
took one from Goat. I was hungry
Yeah,
at one
I
point
had
on the
a-
trip. I'm like, you got a fuck Cliff Bar?
I had 2 or 3.
Nice.
Yeah. Anyways, yeah.
So yeah, we put the drone up, we filmed this area,
Goat.
and afterwards I'm like, okay, boys, let's go. Back your shit up.
Get
We're
on the
gone.
bike.
You weren't
And
sure what you said. I think we can barely make it.
I had it on
Barely make
Google.
it.
I had it on Google, and I was watching how much time it was. The restaurant we were supposed to go to, I believe, closed at 8:00.
Yes.
And so it is gonna get there by Google at 7:55. And I'm like, get your shit together. We're going. And the other problem is, like, you don't want to race through the area, right? Because it's absolutely epic going through there, and you're riding right along a river and shit like that. But
So what did Popeye do? He raced through there.
I didn't
and
race through.
We were mobbing, dude. I mean, it was a curvy road.
They
so
were
it was
great roads
fun.
to ride fast.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
it
were.
was a gorgeous, but yeah, we definitely mobbed.
it was
into town.
fun. And we
always
got into
fun.
town with how much time to spare?
Like a minute.
3
we
minutes
pulled
still
in
or
front.
something?
Yeah, we
3
pulled in front right at
Yep. So pulled
Right
it in,
close.
and I hopped right off my bike and went right in and
Ran
asked the lady.
inside.
Yeah, I'm
Ran.
like, I'm so hungry. I'm so hungry.
Please don't close.
Yeah. So she's like, oh no. She goes, we can make it to go. So
Super nice of
It's the
them.
only pizza place in town.
Yeah. It was
good.
super nice of them.
One of
yeah.
2 restaurants that
Yeah.
were right there. Yeah.
It was
Yeah.
super good.
yeah,
Silverado Cafe and Pizzeria.
Very good.
good pizza. They got us some beers right there.
Yeah, it was nice.
And they just like, yep, we got to clean up the dining room area, and they had a kind of a outback area that had some tables and shit, and they didn't care if we sat out there. We had our pizza out there and drank our beers and stuff, and we were literally a block away from RVRBO.
Well, everything in Stewart's a block away.
Yeah.
Right. That's true
It's
too.
not a very big town.
True.
Highly recommend it.
Oh, it's a super cool place.
Going back, Popeye, what you were saying, the level of beauty of this, I think, there's a lot of great things, Grand Tetons I can think, and just different things that we've got to run through and experience. The difference between those and Stewart, and I think what makes it just next level beauty, like here, if you run over to Mount Rainier, it's pretty, it's fucking insane with people
Yeah.
and traffic. The thing about this is it's next level beauty without all the bullshit.
Yep.
There are no tickets. There are no lines of cars. There are no
you just-
reservations. It's just untouched, fucking just in the middle of nowhere
awesome.
beauty. SOS on your phone. I think we rode 90% of this trip with SOSs on our phone.
right.
No cell signals. It's just, and no traffic to deal with. It's
so nice.
just different.
Yeah, I got back and I was telling Adam the same thing, just exactly what you just said, of just saying, you just get out in the middle of nowhere. There's nothing out there.
No.
And
Bugs.
You have to have a reason to go to Stewart. I even hate to talk it up because I don't want to make more people go
You guys
there.
all
right?
stay away
Correct,
until I
dude.
have my family
It's
vacation.
shitty place.
Yeah, don't go
Terrible. No places to stay. It's,
that's horrible. Don't go there.
Infested with a bunch of meth heads and say, you don't want to go there. Don't go there. But yeah, just absolutely untouched beauty that hasn't changed in a long time. I mean, just absolute beautiful place. We get
so cool.
that night, we get done with our pizza and drinks, a couple drinks there, go get into our rooms. And it was the next night we had the fire. We didn't have a fire that night.
It was after
Everybody's
a free
pretty,
day. Yeah, we
pretty
were pretty
worn
done
out this
at that
night.
one, yeah.
We put on a lot of miles this day, but
Yeah,
go
that was
get
a
there.
tiring one.
But boy, even the first night, you're just sitting out there and you're looking around at the mountains. You got glaciers
You're
up
just
above,
surrounded.
glaciers up above you, and they're
Epic.
you sit there and you listen,
Nothing.
and you don't hear shit.
Yep. It's like when it snows here
Yeah.
and you can't hear anything and
Yeah,
it's just
it's
dead
super
sound.
cool.
It's just unbelievable kind of peace.
It's one way in and one way out. There's no trucks. After a certain there's a
Curfew?
yeah, it's a curfew. You will not
Curfew on
make any.
trucks?
You will not make any noise after 7 o'clock. But no, I was thinking of there is a small. I don't know if you want to say port. They do load up some ships and stuff there
Yeah, I
because
think it was logging.
probably a lot of
think it was
logging.
a lot of
I'd
logs.
imagine. But those big ships probably are not loading up logs. They're probably
No.
opening up minerals. There's some mining that goes on up there.
That's
and
why
whatnot.
that town was formed, obviously, mining.
Yeah.
Which I got to interview. I'll talk about that.
Nice.
Yeah, a miner, a 30-year miner from there. Yeah.
So there's mines up there, so they're loading some
Copper,
stuff up. So
mostly copper.
Oh, really?
you do get some truck traffic from that, but in the evening time, there's nothing.
nice.
There's one way in, one way out, and this is a place that's why I was saying it's a destination. It's not something you're going to accidentally pass through.
Right.
It's not like there's any big hotels. I would say the last hotel was built in the 50s or something, probably.
Yeah, they were
And,
pretty old.
yeah, they're old, old rooms, old hotels. Even the houses that we stayed in for our VRBOs, I think mine was like mid 1920s or something like that. Very clean, nice, clean place.
Yeah.
But it's a town that was thriving at one point, and I would say now it's surviving. I don't know. I mean, I guess I don't know. Some of
I don't know, what
'cause
day was
nothing
that?
is really new there.
No.
Nothing is built new.
No. That was a Tuesday?
I don't know.
I think it was a Tuesday.
But
so it was, I mean, the hotels had bikes and, I mean, they
Yeah.
seemed like they had people for even a midweek. So
Yeah, I'm just saying,
it's
but
probably surviving. I think
Yeah.
it's an accurate
it's
depiction.
and you do get bikers going in there, but this is not like Deadwood, South Dakota right now, where it's
God,
packed
no.
with bikes. It is a place that is off the beaten path. It takes some work to get to. There's not a lot of places to stay. I would highly recommend not going.
Yep. Don't go.
Please stay away.
There's only the locals
Yeah.
that will talk to you, and it's like time. A place where time had stopped, which is these days is very refreshing.
Yeah.
It's
Very
awesome.
refreshing.
Yeah, all the photos and video don't go there. It's horrible.
Yeah, it is horrible. There's nothing
Horrible.
to film.
You will never
or-
see it. No, we were bored. Me and Ryan were bored.
And sunset was
Nothing
so
to
late;
do.
it was at 10:30. So it's so
super late.
nice to be out there and still light at 10:30. You know.
Yeah, and it's like daylight, for
Yeah,
the
it's
most
like
part. And so it's
daylight.
not, getting dark till 11:30ish or something like that.
Right. Where yeah.
And we're even a month after the summer solstice.
Yeah. Right.
Summer solstice somewhere around like June 20th, and we're up here middle of July.
Middle of July. Yeah.
So it would have been light even longer. So, just amazing place, folks.
Yeah, super
if you ever have the chance to visit, all kidding aside, it's awesome.
Yeah. I want to go back already.
Yeah.
All right. You want to do this, Popeye?
Oh, hey, Mike. Oh, what am I doing? I'm like, are you going to change the channel here for me? All right. Hey, Bikeaholics. Searching for new and exciting motorcycle products? Zero 3D has a product you dream about for your bike. Check out their wide variety of innovative products for Harley Davidson and Honda Goldwing motorcycles. Zero 3D's got your back with chrome and black parts, lighting, and other comfort products. No modifying, cutting, grinding, or welding for an easy installation. That equals less time installing and more time riding. Zero 3D has a design team of riders with over 40 years of experience with a passion for design and innovation. Zero Gold Strike are the motorcycle LED lighting innovators for CAN bus plug and play system compatibility. They pride themselves on great customer service. Got a question? Get in touch with them via email at sales@zero3d.com. That's sales@zero3d.com, or give them a call at 715-808-0027. Check out your local Harley or Honda dealership and ask for Zero or Gold Strike parts by name. A new leader has emerged, so check out Zero 3D's custom line of Gold Strike products for the all-new Honda Goldwings. Better yet, help support us and head over to lawabidingbiker.com/store and check out our full line of products.
All right, nice. Moving into day 3. That wasn't the night you did next night's interviews,
it's the
right?
next day.
Okay,
yeah.
so
it's our first kind of full day of not riding.
Nice.
Long.
And so I think Papa had mentioned it up front a little bit, but day 3 we try to, we used to just push, every day, like massive amount of miles, and you never really had any time to see anything. And plus, it's nice to take a shorter day ride and really get to, experience an area, in which we did. And just to give a broad overview, this day was, Stewart. Stewart is, basically Hyder, Alaska, and Stewart, BC, basically run into each other. There is a border crossing there and a very small 2-lane road. But they basically run into, you're right on the Alaska border. And so we had planned to head into Hyder, Alaska for the day. And we had some stops and some things. And this was another one. And maybe you guys, or one of you, I don't know who it was, can tell the story better, because we had talked to somebody at some point and said that we were going to ride into the Salmon Glacier, and they scoffed at us or something. That's a scoff.
I don't remember anybody.
Maybe it was somebody that wasn't here that talked to him and said,
it might have been,
because we were on Harleys, Harley street bikes, and it's all gravel. And
I can tell you that when we got up to the top, that
maybe this was it. Maybe
I ran into a maintenance worker up there in his
that was
pickup,
different though. Yeah.
And he looked at me and kind of laughed, and he's like, "Don't see too many cruisers up here."
Okay, I'm trying to think. And that's fine. It may have been one of the guys that isn't here. I thought they talked to somebody and told them where we had planned to ride, and they
wouldn't surprise me.
Kind of said, "You're not going to make it on your Harleys," or something like that. I'll have to
stand by.
Yeah,
who that was.
I remember. Yeah, I remember. I don't remember who it was.
Okay.
It may have been
we talked about
Indian
this.
John.
Yeah,
Sam maybe.
Oh, it was Justin.
Because
it was Oscar.
Because we were joking. We're like, yeah, don't tell Popeye that. You freaking fly up there doing 50 miles an hour or whatever it is. So
challenge.
Yeah,
accepted.
we were joking about it that morning. Yeah, I can't remember Oscar or John or somebody.
Anyways, whoever wants to pick,
Was it a breakfast at Trudy's or something?
Yeah, that was breakfast at Trudy's.
Yes,
Probably where that came up.
It may have.
I bet you it came up that morning there.
Yeah, I think it was Oscar. Now that you bring it up, that had talked to somebody and kind of told them what we were going to do, and they're like, "Yeah, it's probably not going to work out for you." But we busted out. I think the first place we went to, we got a picture. We crossed the border into Hyder, and we got a picture in front of the big Hyder, Alaska sign in the middle of the street, right?
On a corner.
That's posted.
In full view of the,
the border
crossing.
Dude, he didn't want anything to do with it.
He's like,
he could
whatever.
care less.
Yeah.
He saw us and turned around and
One
walked
of
right back
many
into his office.
People that have done that, I'm sure.
We were in America, and so he didn't have authority
That's
over
right.
us.
That's true.
We were 10 feet into America.
Yeah, exactly.
Bring it.
Yeah, get back to your side.
Yeah, get over there.
But there's the big sign hanging over the street there. That was posted on, of course, the Instagram if you want to see that. And then we went, there's docks there and the inlet and large ships and just you cross a bridge kind of to get out there to the dock areas, so to speak. And
it's called the public launch ramp.
Thank you.
If you're looking it up, just in Hyder. So
If you want to do some docking,
yeah, there's
sometimes you gotta
docking going on there.
I don't think that's
great
true.
views.
No,
Great
I don't
views.
think it's true.
more epic shots, dude. I reviewed those with the both camera.
I showed you that drone footage.
If you guys see the picture for the thumbnail for this podcast episode on the YouTube thumbnail, that was taken by none other than Cowboy sitting right here in front of you. And so that made the thumbnail. That is that area.
Yeah.
And we had everybody lined up. But yeah, those shots, those are going to make the opener. I'm so tagging
good,
stuff
dude.
certain ways, but
so good.
Some of those epic shots.
And then Cowboy actually woke up early several of these mornings and went and got morning shots, and which to my sacrifice.
Because he's making noise in your room.
Yeah, he had to wake up for 5 minutes and then went back to sleep as I'm packing and
I don't think
lugging
I ever
all my
did.
stuff out.
But yeah, he'd get up early, in the morning, and like we were just saying, is that the days are long up there, so he's got to get up early. In the first couple days, he was up super early, going out and capturing some of these places, the epic sunrises and whatnot, and maybe putting a bike out there. And getting pictures, or just getting pictures of the waterway coming in. So Stewart sits about 15 miles due east, I think it is. I think it's around 15 miles. Maybe it's more than that. Due east of Ketchikan. Oh. So, I mean, we're pretty far north. Mm-hmm. And one of the, I don't know if that is called a fjord or not, but it... there's a waterway that comes in from the ocean. So this is salt water that Stewart sits on, but we're just well inland, obviously. So it's not like how
Portland Canal.
That's what they call it?
Yep.
Well, I mean, it's a canal that comes into there. What do they call this? Go to Skagway and see what they call the inlet that comes in all the way to Skagway, because I'm almost positive that's actually called a fjord. The name of it may not be a fjord, but it's called that's what a fjord is. So I don't know if that would still be what considered. Is it they're at Stewart, but surrounded by high mountains, and must be some fairly deep waterways because they had big ships that were in the docking area.
Gotta do it.
Great place to get some photos, guys. Photo op.
Man, so good.
Great way to start the morning. So we did that, got our photo ops, and then it was time to head out. And did you find anything?
The fjord, no.
Okay.
I'm not a boatman, so.
Anywho.
It'd be more like a geography or what is it? Geography? Geology.
Geologist.
According to Google Maps, it's an inlet.
I said inlet, but I was just making shit up because I know not what else
canal.
to call it.
I said canal.
It says inlet, but the type of inlet.
Ask ChatGPT.
I mean, it's kind of like calling an inlet with,
I clearly call it that because I don't know. So I just was like, what is it? It's an inlet.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there's a proper name.
Yeah.
Ocean water goes.
It's just been 25 years since I've worked up there, and I can't remember. I thought it was a fjord, but I could be wrong. So maybe one of the listeners knows.
So from there, we had reservations. We had bought tickets prior. That's another thing we do when we're planning. You don't want to go to places that have tickets and then be sold out because you might not get another opportunity. So we had been told about this bear viewing area. It's the Fish Creek Wildlife Observation Area. And I recommend going. There's different, it's very nice setup. There's like boardwalks. Man, it's really, they put a lot of money into that place. Like it's super clean and really, and it's a nice little stop. We saw some salmon sex, as Lurch would put it, because I just reviewed his video. Look at they're having salmon sex. Jesus Christ, we're so polished. It's called spawning.
So that waterway is the Chillicoot Inlet, which is a fjord or inlet. So you can be referred to as either way.
We all learned a new word today.
There you are, folks.
Anyways, back to salmon
Suck
sex.
my fjord. Anyways, back. Thank you, Lurch,
You're welcome.
for doing that. Thanks, Jamie. Anyways, you all know where that comes from. Fish Creek,
Joe Rogan podcast.
Fish Creek Wildlife Observation Area, and unfortunately, we didn't get to see any bears. But the
bears.
But you can see them there if you're lucky. But we did get to see fish sex in Lurch's terms. So there you go.
They're making reds.
What are they making?
Reds.
Yeah, you have to explain. I don't know what that
that's
means.
where they, that is what their spawning bed is called, where they go and they hit their tails and they're moving all the gravel out of the way. It's called a red.
Okay. Is there a reason?
I don't
What's
know.
it refer to? The color?
Now I got to Google that.
Oh,
I don't know why it's called a red. Yeah, Lurch probably doesn't believe me. That's not what it's called. I don't know why it's called that.
interesting.
Well, that's red.
Yeah.
Just like the fjord.
We're
Nice.
learning.
We're learning. All right.
You're going to learn today, son.
Yeah, you're gonna learn today.
Going to learn.
And so the next portion of this, I'll start it, and you guys can kind of finish it. But
Squid's favorite part.
we had we knew going into this in the planning back in October that this little portion to get to what's called Salmon Glacier required some off-road riding. Now we're on full Harley-Davidson street touring motorcycles, of course. Like I always say, as a motorcycle police officer and instructor, they can do a lot more than you think. We take them off-road, training our guys and stuff. And it's not our first rodeo off-road. We had rode 30 Mile Creek down in Death Valley, Mule Canyon, 30 Mile Mule Canyon, I think is what it's called. But anyways,
Couple miles.
Squid was,
Switchbacks.
and this was only supposed to be a couple miles.
Whoops.
Or shorter at any rate.
We believed.
We had looked on the map, and
Whoopsies.
what it looked like is we could get to the bottom of Salmon Glacier. I'm really glad this didn't turn out, actually, because the top was way more epic. But we looked at getting to the bottom of this glacier on the maps, and it looked like from the old satellite images, it looked like an abandoned mine to me. And I wasn't, we believed we could get in and get to the bottom of the glacier. Anywho, we found out quickly that it was 17 miles. We actually weren't sure at this point. We just kept riding.
We just went. Yeah.
We just went with it. We realized our turnoff wasn't going to work out because there's all, no trespassing, light mines. You will be shot on sight kind of shit, And,
You'd have to
you will be
fucking
raped.
shot.
Very
docked.
well.
There's no guns up there. You won't get shot.
That's true.
You're
That's
worried
true.
about
Yeah,
lots to throw rocks at you.
Lots of area to bury you out there.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
That's true.
You'll never be found.
See you again. And out of country arrest would not be good. But anyways, we just kept riding, and it's a gravel road. It's pretty potholy, not extremely well maintained. It definitely was taking a toll, and the dust and the dirt on the bikes. But anyways, Squid had to bow out. I don't know. We were probably 3 miles in.
I don't know if "had" is the correct terminology.
He chose.
He chose, yes.
It was a personal decision made by him.
Along with Goat,
Yeah.
who was not having it. Apparently, CVO paint, they can't find it anywhere, and they have to import it from Mars. And you cannot get it dusty, CVO paint, because it just cannot be replaced. We're just
be
teasing
washed.
Goat. We love you. We love you. But that was his excuse, and it is good that somebody went back with Squid. So at least that. But I will tell both of those guys, and we did tell them that was you missed
Yeah, they
out.
did.
And probably
You missed out. You missed
and we saw a lot of cool stuff. For some reason, that glacier, and just looking back at the footage and remembering being there, was probably one of the, if not the top highlight of that trip for me.
And doing it
For
on
me.
a
And
touring
doing it
bike.
on a touring
I think
bike.
that added
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot. to
Probably
it.
one of the few touring bikes that has ever been up there.
I think because it's it's like an accomplishment to get not only like to Stewart, but then to ride a touring bike up to that area. It's not necessarily an easy thing to get to. Anybody can ride to the Tetons,
Right.
and go get your
Mount
picture at
Rainier,
Half
pavement.
Dome or whatever the
Yeah.
hell, But to go and do this and to be up in the middle of flipping nowhere, and then the thing is, it's not commercialized at all.
Right.
And so there's hardly any people. We may have saw 3 different rigs that pulled in the whole time that we were standing there.
Cars.
It's just not many people that go up there. I would say the one thing about going up on this road, I was talking to my buddy Adam. He had never experienced this. He was really surprised. I got hit twice.
Yeah.
Cowboys
bombing
behind me.
down.
Yeah, I was on the inside because I was, worried that somebody would come bombing down in the dirt and shit like that. And so I'm on the inside of my wheel track on the right-hand side of the road. 2 adventure bike riders riding side by side, and one of them well over onto my side of the road. He's lucky I wasn't a car. I would have plugged him. He last minute, he's got to dynamite his brakes and move over. And then a truck doing 50, 60?
Mobbing. F-150 or something like that.
Yeah, just fucking mobbing. I was on the very far inside. Luckily, he would have hit my ass too.
Yeah.
So, but unusual. Those are the only 2.
Yep.
I'd say we didn't experience that on the way down at all.
17 miles in, 17 miles out. You come in, you go out the same way. We did pass only motorcycles that go up there are adventure bikes. In fact, we didn't really see anything north of Williams Lake is pretty sketchy on Harleys. You just don't see street bikes. Everybody's on adventure.
90% were adventure bikes.
Yep. People, all the adventure guys, they thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And we'll get into that. We talked to some guys that people are like, fuck, we're riding where mostly adventure bikes ride. And not only just the dirt, but the pavement.
Yeah.
A lot of guys I don't know don't take their Harleys up there for whatever reason. And I will tell you, you're missing out if you have a Harley and you haven't been up there. But anyways, you guys want to describe Salmon Glacier and what that's all about.
Before you do that, I will say that a salmon spawning bed is called a redd, R-E-D-D. It's a nest that salmon dig in the gravel of a stream or riverbed to lay their eggs. The term redd comes from a Scottish word meaning to clean or to tidy.
There you go.
There you go.
All part of salmon sex.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Usually you don't have sex when there's red stuff going on, but apparently salmon do.
Well,
Sex ed 101 for salmon.
That's right. That's right.
So any beautiful area up there. I mean, just absolutely amazing.
That glacier and it snakes.
Yeah.
It's got a snake. I was looking at the drone, like a snake pattern a little bit. It curves.
The flow.
The flow. Yeah.
And pictures do not do this thing justice. I sent it to a couple buddies, and
Because you haven't seen mine yet.
one of my guys at work, he actually asked me yesterday. That was the first time I'd seen him since I've been back all weekend, but I hadn't seen him. And he's like, dude, what was that picture that you sent me? He goes, was that like a road or a glacier or what? And I'm like, glacier. And he's like, I was arguing with my wife about it, like what it was. I'm like, yeah, dude, that's a freaking glacier. He's like, no way. And just because pictures just don't do the vastness of it justice.
No, especially with an iPhone lens.
Right.
Yeah. Right.
It's hard to, the blues.
Any phone red. You just need a different lens to do that.
And so, like Ryan was talking about earlier, I'm standing out on the edge of this boulder and he's circling the drone around me. And when we get done, he's just like, dude, he's like, that was epic. He's like, you're going to love it. But when I'm standing up there on the edge of this boulder, it is so vast that it means just so much out in front of you. And it's literally probably 1,000-foot drop off of the boulder that I'm standing on. It goes all the way down to the glacier. I'm starting to get vertigo a little bit just because of just the amazing the amount of it. And I'm like, okay. And I know he's circling me, right? I hear the stupid thing going around me. And so, yeah. And I'm like, I'm trying to change legs. So, maybe I get my feet under me a little bit better. But it's like, okay, if you're going to fall backwards. Don't fall.
I can't wait to show you the shot. It looks like it looks like you're on the edge of the
universe.
Yeah, it's weird.
Nice.
You're gonna love it, dude. I almost sent it to you last night. I didn't have time. I'll show it to you today, maybe.
It's where flat Earth ends.
Yeah, right.
Yep.
Right. So yeah, the beauty of this to get up there, absolutely amazing. Just amazing. Highly recommend it.
It will. It was fun, but our bikes were fucking dude. You should have seen our bikes. I got video. It's dust and dirt, and it looked like full-on adventure bikes.
Nothing
Harleys.
like what's later to come, though.
No, there's even more dirtiness to come. Yep. But they were trash. Our gear was trash, but it totally worth it.
Worth it.
YOLO, get up there, and like I said, that was probably for me one of the probably top highlights of that entire trip for me.
For sure,
being standing on there and just that glacier has really special. And
my buddy Adam was the whole time. He's like, dude, you got to get to the glacier. And like when he knew we were up there, he's like, did you go to the glacier? I'm like, yeah. And he's like, that makes that area. Like you've got to go to it.
And I've seen other glaciers, so I haven't. Right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's something special. This is very unique glacier, Salmon Glacier. So
you're not standing there with 100 other people.
Yeah, correct. That's huge too.
There's
exactly.
like 3 cars there,
right?
And then a bunch of Harleys
and 10 Harleys. No, we dwindled down, I think, to 7 or something. But everybody, really enjoyed that, and wait till you see the shots in the doc film, because that's going to be
so cool,
that'll definitely make episode 1, because I think I'm going to at least do day 1 through 3. But
super cool.
Yeah. Anyways, it's 17 miles back out.
Yes, sir.
And
coming back down. Guys, I think we're a little more comfortable riding on the dirt coming back down.
We made it quicker.
We made it much, much quicker. And the other thing is, I don't think the outside was as bad, partly because, if like going uphill, you get that little bit of tire spinach on the cars, and it creates
the washboard.
Creates a little more potholes. And so we were able to stay on the far inside and fairly smooth. So at that point, you're able to rip down the hill actually pretty decently. Made it down much, much quicker. We're coming back by that bear viewing area, and frickin' Ranger Rick is out there.
He had a hard on for Harleys.
waving at us.
Yeah,
I was like,
and
hey,
he's
buddy.
waving his arms up and down for me to slow down. First, I just waved to him, and then he's making exaggerated motions even more to slow down. So I revved my engine at him.
Yeah, we all just went by and waved.
I did. I wait, but I looked at my speedometer.
To be fair, we're going
doing
25 miles an hour.
I was at 22
Yeah,
when
we're
he did that because I'm in the
under
back.
25, yeah.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
speed
so-
limit was what?
20.
20.
Was it?
Speed limit is
20.
20. We're doing 22 miles
Yep.
an hour.
No.
I looked because I was like, "What's he
Whatever.
doing?" And I looked down. I was with confusion. I'm like, "We're
Yeah, I was confused too.
Yeah.
And Oscar actually turned around. He went back. He told the guy, he's like,
That's right.
dude.
Yeah, he talked to him.
He's like, dude, they're doing like 22 miles an hour. He's like, oh, we had a bear hit out here last year. So, we got to make sure that people are going slow. And he's like, they're going 22.
Right. Yeah, we're totally yeah. It is apparently very bored individual.
Yeah.
But,
So, we get back down, and then we'd heard we didn't make it there's a fish and chips place there. It's supposed to be really good, but we were already getting close to dinner. So we made plans that we were going to go to the local grocery store, get some steaks, get some other stuff for dinner. But before doing that, we decided we had to stop into the one bar that is in Hyder. And you go in and you get Hyderized. Oh, Matt's even got his official card. Mine got wet, got destroyed, so I don't even have it anymore. But you want to read that? What's it say, Matt?
Yeah, tell us about it.
Okay, so it's a card from the Glacier Inn.
getting Hyderized is not a BJ either.
No, it's not. So the Glacier Inn in Hyder, Alaska, on the back it says, "This is to certify that I, Matt Couchman, have been Hyderized by the Glacier Inn, Hyder, Alaska, July 16th, 2025, and it's signed by the owner and operator, Jody Bunn." And Jody, I think, was probably
Nice
in
lady.
her 60s, 70s, somewhere in
Oh,
there.
70s probably.
70s. I think she was second or third generation. I can't
So
remember what it
her
was.
parents,
second. It was
yeah,
second
her
generation.
parents
Her
started
parents,
the bar. I believe it was 1956, if I remember correctly. Started so mid 50s anyway, but started. Like I said, I think it was in 1956. Ran it up until she ended up taking it over. And so you go in there, and part of getting Hyderized is that you can't smell it. Can't smell what she's pouring for you. It comes out of a brown bag.
Yep.
Don't get to smell it. Don't get to sip it. You just got to sip it back, shoot it back. Yep, got to shoot it back. And if it comes back up, you buy a round for the bar.
Yeah.
So pretty neat place, though. Kind of obviously a lot of history in there, right? It's not a fancy bar by any means. I don't think anything is fancy in Stewart or up in Hyder. But like I said, the nostalgia of it and thinking about how many people have went through there over the years, and the fact that it had been in business since the mid 50s and gotten passed on. Pretty darn cool, right? Pretty darn cool.
Yeah, and she was saying they used to have a restaurant. Like, you used to be able to eat there.
The Glacier Inn, yeah.
But then COVID happened and they had to shut down. And then she said a lot of her employees moved on to other things. And so they just never reopened it. So they turned it into like a souvenir shop or whatever, where they used to have tables and chairs. So that's kind of a bummer for them. But I mean, it was super cool. Cool little place to stop. Say hi.
Since I left the room, did you guys talk about what getting Hyderized is all about? Okay,
Yep.
awesome.
Well, we
awesome.
didn't talk about what was in it, did we?
What you do, because it's they
paper
don't
bag.
tell you what's in
No.
it, right?
No.
Until after and all this.
No,
yeah.
we probably shouldn't tell people.
That's what I'm thinking.
Just
we don't
let
tell
them do it.
people.
All right.
You got to go.
Well, I
and get
thought they did it
Hyderized.
different every time. I thought they just
She mixes it up, I think.
Oh, does she?
Yeah, she said
mixes it
you know,
up.
that's part of the deal is you don't know. She just throws something really powerful in it, but it could be anything. That's why the guys had to ask, what was it today? And she said what it was that day.
Yeah, so she actually takes it, you take the shot, and there's always a little bit of residue, right, left over. And she takes the shot glass, dumps it over on the bar, and then a little bit will always come out. Like there's always a little bit left. And then she takes a lighter and she lights it on fire. So it's sitting there, the remains of it are on fire on the bar.
Yep. It's really cool. And it's very well known for anybody that goes up there. Do not forget to at least experience that. And if you don't drink for whatever reason, just stop by anyways. It's a cool place, a lot of history. But I think you can get a shirt too. I think there's
there's
souvenirs
souvenir
and whatnot.
shop inside.
Did you guys get any of those? I can't remember.
No, I don't think anybody did.
Sam got a couple shirts, but I think he got them for like family because I have it on video of him showing shirts that he picked out from there.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
just quickly reviewing a lot of the video shots that I'm tagging. But Yeah, definitely worth a stop by there. And we parked all our bikes in front of there, and you can it's so awesome because you can just see those peaks just going, everything just goes straight up.
Yeah.
All around you,
Yeah.
like in the distance, just straight up. And pretty epic day, beautiful weather. We made it back. It looks like
Got back in. We went to the grocery store that
that's
night.
right.
We ended up getting some steaks. Guys, got changed if they wanted to or whatever. Then we went back to the VRBO, and we were cooking some steaks out on the back porch. And then Cowboy was doing his thing.
I will say before that, we have been on a lot of trips over the years, and to date, I have never washed my bike once on a trip.
Right.
None of us have. You ride a day in the rain, whatever. When me and Lurch got back, the bikes were so trashed. And this is, remember, day 3.
Yeah.
We still got a lot of days to go. I didn't even want to sit on my bike. It was so, because the dust and the dirt, I'm like, I'll put on, decently clean clothes
new
tomorrow
clothes,
and
yeah.
just fucking be trashed.
Yeah.
And all my gear and my bag. So anyways, we did go to the local hardware store, and they were really, really nice because we were filming and stuff, talked to them about what we were doing. But we got some cloths and sponges and soap, and luckily the VRBO had a hose. And I will say, for the first time, we made history. We washed our bikes for the first time on a trip, and they weren't great wash jobs, but at least I felt like I could sit on my bike in the morning, dude.
Definitely cleaned them up.
Yeah.
Cleaned them up. That was pretty nice.
Get the dust out of the brakes and all that. Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. Just my cockpit, I couldn't even see my
Right.
screen,
Yeah.
and it was so dirty. I didn't want to just throw like something on it and try to
Scratch the hell
scratch
out of
it.
it.
Yeah, I just like, this is ridiculous. But anyways, we got that done, and we met Goat and Squid, who were there sucking their thumbs waiting for us. But sorry, I'm teasing Squid and Goat. Cowboy added a lot that I need to go through. I'm tagged them, but I'll also go through each one and chop them to just what I need.
Yeah.
But I started tagging a bunch of them, who they are. But anyways, do you want to, explain just briefly what you're doing with adding to the documentary film this year?
Sure. Yeah, we've talked about it in the past with adding like interviews of the personalities, right? You guys know us from podcasts and certain videos, but to really kind of explain who they are and why we do what we do. And so, the biggest challenge has been time. I mean, you guys have seen the documentaries. Ryan cuts a lot out just for the sake of time. And so interviews was just one more thing that was going to be a heavy lift and just take up a lot of time.
Not like roadside interviews, but like proper interviews.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Sorry. Yeah. So actually sitting down and, mic'd up and talking to guys. So this year when Ryan was going through and he started talking about releasing it in episodes, like a series, I just was like, hey, this could be a good time to throw out some interviews because you have more time because we're doing multiple episodes. So brought my stuff with the idea of we were going to do this. And so the hardest part was just finding the time because we get up, we leave, we get in around dinner time, eat dinner, go back to the hotel, sleep, and then do it all over again. So trying to find time. So this is one of the times where we had some downtime. So in one of the VRBOs upstairs on the deck, we just kind of set up some cameras. We had some questions that me and Ryan came up with before the trip and just started interviewing guys. So we got half done here, and then we got half done in like 4 more days or something like that towards the end of the trip. So it was really cool. I think it was fun for me to do it, and I think seeing the guys and having that communication, I think is going to be really cool, and I'm excited to see the final product. So
yeah, I appreciate it. And like he said, it's just a matter of time in the past, but these interviews are going to be epic, and it's going to be a different level, so to speak, into the documentary films. There, of course, there's a lot of roadside and, interviews and things like that, but these are proper interviews that I can pull from. And it should add a lot of depth to the film, a lot more that I can play with in story and things like that. So I have a monumental task in front of me. That's all I can say.
Meanwhile, Lurch is up cooking steaks and stuff. We're washing bikes, cooking steaks, doing interviews, and then later that night, I'm wrapping up your day 3 here. I know you got some of your notes still, but fine. And then we decided to have a little fire pit outside, and Lurch got a what do you call it, a marshmallow?
Marshmallow.
Yeah,
Roll of toilet paper, and you douse it with fuel.
This is totally illegal in Canada.
Yeah, but it works great.
It does work.
And
great.
so, we sat out there, and while this was going on, once guys finished their bikes and kind of after dinner and stuff, we sat down around the fire. And with the crackling of the fire, the only other thing you could hear was the water coming off the glacier. Waterfalls falling down. Like I said, no noise out there. There's no sirens. There's no screaming, people outside. We were the loudest people in town, and we're just talking, just absolutely no noise. The glacier is, a couple miles away from you with the waterfalls coming down, as a crow flies, I would say maybe a mile as a crow flies, but all it is just white noise in the background. And it's, I've been showing people the video of it on my phone. It's a little after 10 o'clock and it's basically daylight, like 10:30 at night when I was taking the video, basically daylight out there. And you can just hear all the white noise in the background from the waterfall, and just sitting out there enjoying each other's company, having a cocktail, having a whiskey, having too many whiskeys in some people's case.
Dude, I was just editing the video. I just tagged these files yesterday. Lurch is shitty drunk. He's got 6 beers. He's trying to get beers to people around the campfire.
Because I went in for one, everybody's like, I'll take one, I'll take one.
It's awesome because his words are slurred and he's walking sideways trying to get to people.
I thought I was in a safe space.
You came up and you're just like,
I thought I was in a safe
right in the camera, dude. You're just like, and you got like beers, just typical Lurch and drunk fashion. I was laughing, dude. Don't get me wrong. I was like, oh fucking Lurch, this
Edit
is
it
great.
up so that I look good, please.
Yeah,
that's all I asked.
I will.
That's all I asked.
You didn't say anything wrong. It was just typical. You're a little tipsy, acting your tipsy.
Well,
self. When you get that extra smile on your face,
I was a little hangry and I got into my cups and I was drinking whiskey, waiting to barbecue, and finally I'm like, I'm going to start barbecuing. So I think you might have been interviewing Oscar, but I'm like, I got
like my last one.
Yeah, I'm like, I'll be quiet, but I've got to get this food going.
But just a pretty epic way to end that night. And what's funny is, so we're in night 3, and a bunch of us that night were going, boy, like I could turn around and ride home right now, and I would call this a great trip.
Yeah, it felt like the end of the trip already.
And and we're all going, we got another 7 days. We got over a week still of riding.
Right.
But yeah, to this point, everybody's, cups, I think at this point were full. Like just been satisfied from such a great trip so far. What we had seen, the camaraderie, just hanging around. I mean, just an amazing trip up to this point. Like I said, we still got another week to go.
Yeah, no doubt.
Awesome.
Highly recommended. So, to before we get into day 4, so Lurch stumbles up the stairs, and I should have known. I did know, but we
up to the Hobbit hole.
We were behind. We're handling a lot of business on the road, guys. We got laptops. Lurch took a Starlink. We got VRBO Wi-Fi or whatever. But we're still handling, like, the business still has to run. We had somebody back shipping, but a lot of emails and stuff. Anyways, we had got behind, and I looked at Lurch and our rooms were right across the hall from each other, and I said, "All right, bro. 6? Yeah, up at 6. Breakfast, we're going to go down to Trudy's. We'll pull the laptops, and we will handle a bunch of business that needs to be handled." And needless to say, that did not happen whatsoever. And in fact, the next morning, I questioned Lurch, and he had zero recollections of that conversation.
Probably fine.
Yeah, probably be fine. So
it's on vacation.
We got to spend hours the next night. Yeah. Well, that's nice. Minus the business we have to. Yeah, I technically am too, but we handle it the next night. But I should have known when he was drinking that much whiskey. I go, is this even a conversation?
I'm going to do it once or twice on the trip.
Yeah. Exactly.
First free day. Well. Hey,
it's usually on the free day.
Yeah, the free day.
Yeah. You don't want to be all hungover riding. This wasn't the free day though. We had to ride the next day.
No, or maybe it was late takeoff.
Well, it was a short ride day.
Yeah, I think it was late takeoff.
No, it wasn't.
Either way,
have any recollection of that either.
We're trying to help you out.
The day of the drinking was the free day.
Yes, the day
of the drinking.
Okay.
Yes.
So you're not riding as much, so you tend to
drink more,
have a few more. Yeah.
Sounds reasonable to me.
Sounds reasonable to learn. No, I just got to bust his balls because in the morning. Yeah, and it's just a waste of zero recollection of that. Yeah, okay. Zero. I believe it, dude. Oh, God. Okay, so you want to do this real quick, cowboy?
Sure.
Reach at a third grade level.
Treat your arse with some respect already. Get hooked up with a premium butt buffer seat cushion. This company of bikers developed a super thin, hospital-grade seat cushion made of solid elastic materials. And it's unlike gel pads that will leak if punctured.
Got enough leakage out of your ass already.
I was waiting for that. It took forever. The butt buffer is designed not to slide around on your seat. Fits all motorcycles. Installs in seconds. Easy cleans. And yep, helps to dampen vibrations.
I love vibrations.
With plenty of models to choose from, they assure you'll have a comfortable arse when riding. Head over to Law Biking Biker Store and check out our line of butt buffer seat cushions.
There you go. Sell the heck out of those things. And coming up, when we get to the last day, you'll have to remember Popeye to give. He already did it on video, but the film's not out. But you can give your full review because he was, for the first year, rocking a butt buffer, and he will talk about his experience.
Tens of thousands of miles without one. Decided, hey, let's finally get into one.
Yeah, buddy.
Yep.
That sore and achy ass.
Yeah, we brought it up, didn't we? And delivered it day one.
You did?
Yep. And he took it right out of the plastic and started using it that day, getting her going.
Slapped her on. It's that easy.
So let's move into day 4.
Oh, shit. We're going to keep going, huh?
Yeah, and then
2
we'll wrap
hours,
it. I
day
think
4, buddy.
this will be day 2. This will be...
We're 2 hours in.
Yeah, 2 hours in. This will be episode 1, and then we'll do 5 through 10, the last part 2.
You going to day 4 and calling it? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, let's get through day 4. Yeah. I think that's good.
Okay. I'm going to go take a leak.
You got to take a leak. Yeah. That's fine.
All right, easy day. Lurch, 403 miles. Mm-hmm. That's it.
8 hours.
She's easy. Stewart to Yukon.
Yep. Our intent was to get to the Yukon, and we wanted to. That was something that went into trip planning originally. Popeye really wanted to make it in the Yukon territory, and I think it was a good, obviously good idea. And we didn't go far in. But we went in, and just because we didn't, just the tip, work the tip of the Yukon, the southern tip. But and that's just simply because we didn't have any more days, and we needed to wrap around and get through Alberta and all that, and the ice fields and all that's coming up. But we did hit some construction this day, which Popeye, when he gets back, we could talk about that in a minute. But we hit quite. We're up in very unincorporated areas. And they were doing construction, and there was a lot of gravel that we rode on, not making Squid happy once again. These weren't as bad as riding to Salmon Glacier, but
right.
Nonetheless, it was gravel. And up to this point, aside from day 1, we had pretty good weather, and aside from that rain. The first day.
First day we got dumped.
This is when it starts, which we will talk about the rain debacles.
Oh, man.
We had never been rained on as much as you're going to hear coming up in this trip, but this is just a little prelude to that. So we did geared up, rain gear, and that's one thing we've told you guys over the years, and a lot of you listening are experienced touring folks. You only make certain mistakes once, and you'll never make them again. So we had, like we already talked about, we had, heavier coats, and we had rain gear and heated gear and gloves and proper boots and riding jeans, and just, you have to just be ready to jump off your bike and change with the elements quickly. Because when you're riding those long days, you certainly don't want to be uncomfortable. And we'll be putting links when I do the films to all the gear that we were using and things like that, because it's stuff we brought to the store because we got to test the shit out of it this trip. But highly recommend what we used.
Yeah.
But that's pretty much all there was to that morning. Was this was it the next day? Let me see. Or was it this day that Popeye had a
that was this day.
That was this day. So that was good timing. So I talked about the early morning construction. We rode a lot of gravel.
We did.
We
rode some gravel speeds. We didn't really want to ride gravel.
Correct. We did. We really did.
Whoops.
Some of it's not very well marked. I mean, it'll say
not marked
or
at
not
all.
even at all. It'll say gravel ahead, and like 10 feet, there's gravel. Not like, I mean, the construction was fairly well signed, but the little short sections where they're just fixing maybe a heave in the road or something like that, you could come across a 20, 30 foot section and not even know you're coming on it, because you can be in a corner and there'll be a sign that says gravel, and before you can even think about it and starting to slow down, you're into gravel.
Yep.
Correct?
Oh yeah.
So Popeye had a. I'm going to let him tell it. This was the day.
I was looking at some of your other notes here to see if we're in chronological or not.
We got we did
exactly matters. You already
no.
talked about it.
Let's we can. There wasn't. Let's do this real quick. Oh yeah. Before we talk about that's a hook, we call it, before Popeye's near serious crash. We stopped by the Tin Rooster in Dee's Lake. Dee's Nuts. All right.
Fortunate name.
We had planned this because in between Stewart and the Yukon, there ain't shit.
Ain't much out there, man.
It's very, like you said, unincorporated, very sparse, and not a whole lot of scenery. I mean, it's beautiful in its own way. It's not like
trees. It's like riding
Stewart
White Pass. Right. Yeah.
We struggled to find some places to eat in this area.
Yep.
So we ate at what's called the Tin Rooster for lunch. And again, this was not a foodie trip. They had a hot case, a legit hot case with JoJo's.
When we looked it up, it seemed like it was more of a deli.
We did.
We thought it was like an actual restaurant inside of a gas station.
Right.
False.
It's a mini Walmart. It's a convenience
grocery store.
It's almost like a truck stop. Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
They've got some sporting goods stuff if you need it.
They got everything you need.
Here's what it's called, by the way, if you look it up online. The Tin Rooster Deli and Bistro.
No, false.
Look at
False.
Bistro.
See, I knew it when we got there. Like, this is not what we picked.
That's it.
Because we saw the outside too.
We're like,
oh,
doesn't look too bad. Good seating.
4.3 stars.
Yeah.
It's awesome.
Out of 3
because there is
Google.
nothing else
Three
there.
reviews.
Because people
They're
are
all
starving.
local.
They're like, it was the best fucking burrito I ever had out of the hug. Those are the best JoJo's.
They had burritos?
Yeah, no, I wish they did.
So I went in there, and actually my near miss here was actually before this.
Oh, was it okay?
Yeah, it was well before it, but that's okay. I think I got like a 4-piece chicken strip with JoJo's, and I was pushing $40.
Yeah, dude. They just
4-piece and JoJo's
They knew.
and a drink. I did get a drink. I don't even remember what it was, but yeah, $40.
Yep, I do
30,
remember
$36,
that.
something like that. Like, geez, Louise, are you kidding me?
Yeah, they got you.
They got me.
Ain't nothing out there.
Right in the ass.
Yep, that might be a day if you're rolling through there that you call Goat and see if he has an extra Cliff Bar. Sponsored by Cliff Bars.
Yeah, that would have been worth it. So yeah, after like these guys were just talking about, there were some gravel areas that we were riding through because of road construction going on and whatnot. And hey, I get that because the road construction season up there is pretty short. You don't have a whole lot of months to be able to work on the roads. A lot of winter time up there, right? So what's interesting about some of those roads up there is that some of them were every couple hundred yards, some of them were every few kilometers. Is they'd get these little signs that were maybe like a 8-inch by 4-inch sign that said slow. And there were hundreds of them probably.
Yeah.
And none of us ever figured out what the reason was for those signs because there was nothing there. I don't know if it was just saying, hey, slow down, dummy. But there was never any like gravel. There was no big bumps, anything like that. But they're all over the place.
Most of them were blurry when we went by so fast.
Yeah,
They're just a blur in the corner of my eye.
Well, and they look like somebody, like a pissed off neighbor who just got tired of everybody driving fast, just decided to make their own signs and put them out there.
Right.
But they just kept going. They were all over out there.
Yeah. So
We're committed to the investment.
I'm doing about 65 to 70 miles an hour, so 110 kilometers somewhere in there, and coming down a right-hand corner, a little bit of a downhill, and all of a sudden there was a giant slow sign that must have been like 10 inches by 8 inches, and
comparatively, yeah,
right. That's what I mean. And no, like, hey, warning, gravel ahead, motorcycles use extreme caution, like you would get everywhere else. And flying along, and all of a sudden the fucking road disappears. It's gone. And it turns into not only gravel, but very loose gravel. And I hit it. Bike started sliding out from under me to the right. I was like, oh, shit. Stand it back up straight. And then I immediately start going into fishtails. And Cowboy was saying later, I was fishtailing to about 90 degrees.
Dude, it was all over the road. Nuts.
And so I'm sitting there steering, with the front just back and forth, keeping it upright, from the handlebars and just getting on the rear brakes as much as possible, just getting into ABS, right?
Yep.
And I've still got the corner coming up And I'm
Still
like,
turns.
Yeah, the road still turns.
Road's still going.
It didn't change for you, did it?
No. And so then it was just like, oh shit. And it's getting closer and closer. And I'm like, I got to keep from going into the trees, or this is going to be bad. And so finally got enough speed dumped where I'm like, let's give her a go. And so started leaning back in. Luckily, the bike held and made the corner. But that is as close as I've ever come to going down. It wasn't even, the big thing was at first, like I said, where the bike starts sliding out from under you, because there was one other corner where you say, and you slid pretty good too. We came around the corner, same thing. All of a sudden it just goes to gravel, no warning. And I slid through that, but it was a short distance that the gravel was gone. And so you didn't really have time to fishtail, but the bike was definitely sliding out from under me. So on this one, it was probably a couple 100-yard section at least, where there was just no gravel. So there was no time of like, you start slipping and then you're back on the cement. It was hitting the gravel, sliding all over, and then trying to recover from it. Guys in the back behind me were telling me later they were all threshold braking as soon as they saw all the dust and the gravel kick up. Squid's yelling at me when we made our next stop of, God damn it, Popeye. I'm like, well, what did I do? You're number 5 in line.
Yeah, you're lucky. You had warning. We didn't.
Cowboy was telling me, he says he's in his helmet just going, keep it up, Popeye. Keep it up,
don't
Popeye.
fall. Yeah.
Don't fall. Keep it up, Popeye.
Keep it up. Keep it up. Keep
I
it
had
up.
friends that were like, did you panic? I'm like, no, the last thing I did was panic. It was in my head. I'm just like, well, this is bad. And it's your mind. I guess if you think about, we all deal in our profession, we deal with a lot of critical incidents, right? And so we don't really panic because panicking gets you killed. And so it was much more, my mind just went into slow motion, like of how the fuck am I going to get out of this situation? Like, this is not good.
Got to do something about it. I'm not going to just let it go.
Yeah. So like I said, I knew the corner was coming up and just trying to get slowed down enough to make the corner. So clearly I made it. I'm here. Kept the bike upright. Didn't put it down at all, and kept going. Got a good compliment from Ryan. He's like, anybody else probably would put that down. So it's I was in all reality, it was probably a bit of a blessing that I was the one that hit it, because I know that I ride decently, and that was able to keep it upright, and everybody else got a little bit of warning, at least a threshold brake and slow down.
I got a warning from you because I was towards the rear, and I just remember I knew because I don't know, my mind just knew, and it was up over that and starting to go down the hill and then the corner, and I saw suddenly a just dust cloud, and I knew, I was like, oh fuck, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where'd it go?
Somebody's down, because there was so much dust.
Yeah.
That's how loose that gravel and dust was.
And it was
just
deep,
went
man. It was
poof,
so
and all I
much,
could see, and I looked in my helmet and I started threshold braking because I knew some shit was coming. And by the time I reached it, you were already coming out of it. So I didn't actually get to see the fish. I just saw massive dust. I thought multiple bikes down. I didn't know, dude. I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I'm glad, bro.
And that was actually my initial thought, is once I hit it and I realized
I look back.
What a bad situation I was in. As soon as I got out of it, I was turning around to make sure I had everybody. Because I'm like, if I came that close to wreck, and like, did anybody else wreck?
Yeah.
Right. How close were people behind me and stuff like that? Yeah. Those are the reminder calls, and we were riding in unfamiliar territory,
right?
And there are hazards, and I think that then we knew what we were dealing with, so I think we dialed it back a little bit. Like this, nah, you're right. We just rode it like
I did the same thing. Just if we saw a sign, we would hit the brakes faster. I did that the last time we saw another like slow, and it was in a corner. I just grabbed brake because I was like, I don't know what's, and then there was nothing,
just in
and
case.
I was like, all right, never mind.
I didn't
Keep
change
going.
the cruise at all. Actually, the cruise stayed on the same.
Well, we're glad you got out of that,
It was
and
nuts.
nuts. And so. Moving on, Corey, you took out a couple birds apparently up front, which I wasn't aware of, dude.
Yeah, I owned 2 birds that day.
Yeah.
Took one with the front fairing and then one in my left knee.
And Popeye's right with you. Neither of them targeted him.
No.
Just targeted you, dude.
Yeah, it just came out of nowhere. Yeah, so I took out 2 birds that day.
Yeah.
Angry birds.
And with that one that hit my knee actually was still in my crotch, flapping around because of the wind. So I'm riding, and I'm like, oh no, and I'm like trying to. I don't know why I freaked out. It's a bird.
No, it's
not
freaky,
like
dude. When they're all, I had that exact thing happen.
It's not
dude.
like a bug or snake or something. But I was like, trying to bat it out from between my legs, and it's. I mean, its neck was broken, so it's just wings are flapping everywhere. But yeah, it was weird.
Did it hurt your knee?
Yeah, it was a little tender.
Yeah.
But
When you had a bird.
I mean, it nailed it.
Yeah.
It was just came from left to right and just went straight into my kneecap.
Okay, so he flew into you.
Yeah, he just bombed.
Okay.
Yeah, for whatever reason, because Popeye passed and it just came out of the tree and just went. And just straight to my knee.
Kamikaze bird.
Yeah.
Straight
I don't know.
up.
Maybe it got mad. We were close to its nest. I don't know.
Yeah. So, now the one thing about
Rest in
this,
peace, bird.
the
Sorry,
one thing
buddy.
about this stretch here too is that my buddy Adam had talked about was a lot of wildlife on it. We saw one bear shortly after Mezzanine Junction. I think there was a black bear and a sow.
Yep.
Sow and her cub went running up into the woods. But that's maybe a deer or two, something about all we saw. But when he was telling me when he went through this area, he said tons of bears up in this area. So if you go and ride this, you might run into a lot of bears or a lot of wildlife or something. So see what happens.
Terry McDonough in chat says it was a Canadian peckerwood. Thanks for that. Very, like we said, unincorporated. Now we've got roads, no centerline markings. I mean, you're getting up towards the Yukon as you go, but it was a great ride. We had rain off and on, light on and off. We just kept our rain gear on pretty much the whole rest of the afternoon there.
I remember when we were getting close up to Watson Lake too. We were skirting the edge of some very dark clouds.
Oh, dude.
We would go a corner and we're going straight towards them. And you're like another corner to the left here. Oh, whew, now we're going away from them. We were just right.
Yep.
I was like, we're going to get fucked here, dude.
And what was funny is I was looking at the GPS of where we were going to go. Like, are we going to keep turning left, keep heading like due north?
Me too.
Does this road kick, further to the east first? And I'm looking at where the clouds are. I'm like, I think we're okay,
Yep. I remember thinking the same thing, talking to my helmet because I'm narrating for my notes and when I'm in edit and stuff. And I was like, I think, oh shit, we're going straight towards. And then like 2 miles later it curves back. You're like, whoo, thank God we're going away from it. I was looking at my maps.
Yeah,
and
they
stuff.
were menacing looking clouds.
Yeah.
I had to. So we have intercoms between our two helmets, and quite often
Him
we
and
forget.
Ryan.
Yeah, Ryan and I. Sorry, thank you. And we forget to mute him sometimes. So I've learned when he was vlogging and when he was talking to me.
Oh yeah.
Depending on what he's saying, I'm like, oh, that's the vlog. I don't need to answer.
I don't
that.
need to respond to him.
Right. That's funny. I did leave it open. I just forget and I'd start, and sometimes it's vlogging where it might make the film. And then sometimes it's just like, hey, we left here, we're 40 miles from here, just so when I'm in edit, so I'm just talking to myself the entire time. So yeah.
The no center line made passing and stuff interesting. Not that there's many cars out there. I mean, you might come across a car every 10 minutes or something, but when you did catch a car, it was a little different to pass. It's, you had to
Make your own decisions.
Make your own decisions.
Make good decisions.
And I prefer that.
Yeah.
Don't tell me what to do.
Yeah, exactly.
Travis, I'll do it. Did you guys notice in Canada, their signs are like, you remember clip art from back in the day, the pictures?
Yep.
Their signs were just pictures. Like they rarely had words associated. One of them it took me forever to figure out where the two cars were side by side with the arrows.
It's like emojis.
Yeah,
it's their
I
own
was
version
like,
of emojis.
I was like, I don't know what that means. And finally I saw one with words that said no passing. And like, I would have never got that going.
Does it mean no
I was
racing?
like, you can't park.
The first couple ones
like,
I saw, I go,
park
no
off to
riding,
it.
no driving two abreast.
Yeah, I was like, two abreast. That's what I thought.
Do cars do that up here?
Yeah,
I did.
I thought
I was so
the same
stupid
thing.
that I'm like, oh, it's no passing.
Yeah.
Okay.
But all their signs are like just big picture, like trucks coming into the roadway, and it's a black outline of a truck and then a road line.
Canadians
and
are
you're
very
like,
simple people.
well, I was like, it's one of two things. One, they just, there's a bunch of different people from nationalities or whatever, and they don't know English. So we'll make it universal. Or they just have that much faith in their school system that they don't think people can read, and they got to look at pictures. I don't know. It was the weirdest thing.
Yeah, no, it took me a while to figure out what those signs meant.
Okay,
It took a
everybody,
while,
I'm glad.
man.
I
It took
freely
a
admit the first
while.
couple, I was like, no two abreast cars. That's weird. That's a thing. And then I was like, oh, it's no fucking passing like day two. I was like,
It's
it's
weird.
No passing.
It's weird, man. All right, anyway, sorry.
So
Side note.
as we're getting close.
I got to set this up because this is the challenge that you accepted, which wasn't even supposed to be a challenge. It was funny. So it's raining and we're coming in from the south. We're at the Yukon border now. And of course there's, like we often do, there's a huge sign that says, welcome to the Yukon. And, we need a picture in front of this. Now, it has become somewhat standard. Usually it's Popeye's bike, that we get a bike in front of the sign. We get all the people, so I can social media post and stuff like that. Now, this sign, again, it's raining and there's like construction equipment around, and this sign sits up like on a hill, and it's not really conducive to taking a picture with a bike in front of it. So I get up to the sign, and I honestly, I would
Just in
challenge.
jest.
Now I'm glad I said it because We didn't know how slick it was or what it was like and stuff. And I got up to the sign and we were going to get ready to shoot a pic, and it's raining and we're tired and we just want to get into our hotel. But I just said, fuck, we usually have, this sucks. We usually have Popeye's bike in front of this. And Popeye swiftly looked around and said, challenge accepted. And I was like, no, dude, I was kidding. I didn't really mean you have to have your bike up here. And so anyways, I did do a short on it. It's on
But the other guys were telling me, as like Justin was walking back down to come and watch me do it or talk to me, you were like, don't talk him out of it.
Oh, yeah.
Don't talk him out of
Ryan
it.
was like, don't say anything.
Yeah, I go, he's doing it.
Gonna
Don't do it.
Let him do it.
I got my I got the cameras on now. We're all in.
Yeah,
So, and then from my perspective, I'd scoped it out a little bit. I was looking like,
Had you thought of what I said before? Like, we need a bike up there?
Oh, yeah. He 100% was looking at it as we were walking.
That
up
was just
there.
the push you needed.
oh yeah.
Yeah, he was thinking it before.
I was looking at it. I was like, yeah, maybe I could get it up over on that end, like the area that I did ride up on. I was looking at kind of the area that was closer to the sign, a little bit more of a side hill. I'm like, yeah, there's some bigger rocks. And I'm like, it's raining. It's, a little muddy. I don't know if my bike is going to sink when I start coming up this shit.
Mm-hmm.
And like you were saying, I'd like to get to the hotel here pretty soon. And then the camera came out and it's like, oh, hey. And I'm like, oh, shit. Oh, well, let's do it.
Here we go.
You got to do it.
But it's fun. Go over to Instagram, @LAB-biker. There's a really cool short that I put out on it that got a lot of interest in it. But it shows just a real quick, like 2-minute thing of him actually making it up there. Adventure bike, it would be easy, which is mostly all that's up there. But Harley getting up there was pretty sketchy, but he picked a good line, and everybody kind of
committed.
He was committed, and he did. We got a bike up there, and you'll see that picture on Instagram too, right up in front of that sign, and then successfully made it down without any tip overs or anything like that. So
Adam says that's a new sign too.
You were saying that.
Yeah, Adam watched the Instagram of it and he said he has not seen that sign going up there before, which makes sense because all that construction equipment that's there.
They must be building that area.
The sign looked pretty, new. So
I think it looks like they're going to build a big pullout or something too, so people can take pictures or whatever. You know what I mean? But it's all dirt. But so very epic. Probably the first Harley, in my opinion. I mean, you may argue that's been up there. Maybe another one, but we're going to claim first till I see proof of a picture and the date and metadata that it was taken before ours. Right. So good job, Popeye. And from there, it's not too far. We made it into Andrea's Hotel. And if you guys want to give an overview of what that's all about, if people want to stay there or what it's not about.
Just so you know, if you have to make a reservation, you have to call. It's not online.
Shit.
Keynote. Mm-hmm. They had lots of room, though. It was great.
So, and about that is, me and Cowboy have been rooming the last, multiple years together now on these trips. And I've just always called and made the reservations. This year I decided
to give him... I did 1 year.
No, you didn't.
We switch.
No, you didn't.
No, you didn't. But so for the first time, he wanted to take on a little bit more responsibility. And so I decided to let him have a little bit and see how he could handle it. And he shit the bed.
Did we not stay in every hotel that everybody else was staying at?
Well,
did we not have VRBOs?
We did.
Yep, exactly.
But we're lucky.
Done.
We're lucky.
Yatter.
Two of our hotel rooms, Cowboy forgot to book. So we got lucky. That'll probably make the documentary.
Technically, one he forgot. The other one he made it for the wrong night.
That's true too.
Yeah, I had to pay for that. They still charge me. Dang it.
Yeah.
That sucks.
So was that half of my?
No, I didn't book that one in there. That was my fault.
But yeah, so anyway,
$67 for not staying there.
The hotel, I mean, is just your basic thing. I mean, what do you think you're going to find up in the Yukon and stuff?
And they're all similar. There's a half dozen of them. They all look like Super 8s. Just a long, tall building with 2 or 3 floors.
Yeah,
nothing fancy.
Nope. And I'd be curious how many rooms get booked up in the winter. Actually, maybe some probably workforce coming through that are traveling back and forth. Probably would be my guess. There's not be much tourism. I can't imagine going through there in the winter. Sat down at dinner once again, not a foodie tour, but the one thing
you guys had that steak, right?
I think so. I think that
was the special.
The one thing that did bring joy to me, it had been probably 20 or 25 years, probably about 20 years. The last time that I had worked up in the Yukon territories. If you get up into the Yukon, you gotta try Yukon Gold beer. And on tap, not out of a bottle.
Thank you.
Out of a bottle is different. In fact, me and another buddy had found Yukon Gold one time. We were in Calgary. I couldn't even believe that you could find it outside of the Yukon before. I'd never been able to. The only time I've ever been able to find it outside of the Yukon, but it was in bottles. Major difference. And like some, other beers, they just don't taste the same as when they're on draft. Here at the hotel bar, they had Yukon Gold on draft. Every single person in the group was drinking it. Minus Oscar, I guess he doesn't drink. But otherwise, everybody had a couple Yukon Golds and loved them. I mean, it's a good beer.
Yeah, it is delicious. I had never had it, and highly recommend it. It's worth the trip alone to get to Andrea's hotel. Yeah. I'm sure it's obviously served other places on tap, but it was fine. It did the job, but we are in the Yukon, and it just is what it is. Lurch, would you like to explain what happened later that night?
Well,
there is no evidence of this.
Still a little emotionally scarred from
There
this.
is no actual evidence of this other than Lurch's testimony. Okay, just so you know.
That's good enough for right now, because I don't want photo evidence.
No, I was lightly sleeping, which is not normal for me. Usually I pass out and I sleep hard. But that's what I heard in the middle of the night. It was more of a pop, 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 pop. Because when you're sleeping and you're relaxed.
It's a good eating.
Yeah. That steak must have got
That
you.
steak was
and the beers.
It's the Yukon Gold
Yukon Gold.
coming back.
But when you're asleep and relaxed, you're not really, tightening up the old butt muscles. So it just kind of went pop, 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 pop. I'm like, okay, whatever. That's funny. But the stink, the freaking stench. I wear a CPAP at night to sleep. It's basically it's got filters on it. And through the filters,
Dude, this is horrible.
it reeked. I
horrible.
almost puked. It was horrible. The worst ever. I've roomed with you I room with Ryan on these trips, and this is the first time that I just thought about maybe getting up and leaving the room. It was bad. It was really bad.
Dude, I apologize.
Thank you.
Good thing you guys weren't sharing.
I was
bed this
unaware.
time.
Yeah, no kidding. At least we weren't sharing a king size bed. We're
Dude,
on
to
our
make it through
own.
your CPAP and filter, that's
And then it's just putting it straight into your nose after.
Yeah.
totally,
Yeah,
dude.
it's just blowing it in.
Whatever particles made it past the filter are straight in your nose, dude.
It's like a turbocharger, fart turbocharger.
Replace your filter, dude. Just smelling that for days.
I did replace it.
Oh,
Clogged it up.
too funny. All right, we'll wrap this up. We got just a couple more things, but I think, Popeye, if you wouldn't mind, I think we should, now, we love our patron members. We want you to become a patron member.
Yeah.
Because we want to get to know you better. We want you in the private Facebook group. We want to get you benefits and all that. But the only way you want to support us is through a flat donation. We never buck at a flat donation. And so we do want to...
We'd like to thank you now.
we want to thank you for the following folks that left flat donations. You read them all, Popeye.
Okay, we've got Matt Moore out of Talbot, Tennessee. He gave a massive donation, and he's also a top-tier Patreon member.
Thank you,
Hats
Matt.
off to you, sir.
Mike Latoris,
What?
we'd like to thank you.
Excuse me?
Latoris.
What was the name again?
Don't worry,
Pretty
they
sure.
got me last time.
Oh, gotcha.
He got it faster
Good
than
one.
me.
Good one. Christopher Beckham.
moves
I'm like, pretty sure I said it right. Mike Latoris.
That's how I was. Can't trust
We're
you
so
guys
mature
anymore.
here. We're
Can't
so
trust you guys
mature.
anymore.
Christopher Beckham, but Mike Latoris did give him. So, I mean, what do you want? He gave a big donation. So anyway, Christopher Beckham, we don't have a city where you're from. Kelly Johnson of Stanton, Kentucky. Thank you, sir.
There you go, lawabidingbiker.com/donate. That's right. It helps put a little fuel on the Law Abiding Biker gas tank.
So we can keep this thing running on down the road.
And thank you for sure to Mike Latoris. Appreciate it. Way to play
that
along.
was, you could thank
Popeye.
Gary Jackson for that. He put that
I know
in the
he
comment.
even mentioned that earlier.
What did he put?
Gary Jackson had put in there, hey, Ryan.
But he wanted me to do.
Oh, give him one of your special patron names.
Oh, did he? I didn't even
Yeah.
see that. Oh,
Okay.
okay. All
But
right.
I told him he got me on the last
Yeah.
podcast. So that one I don't think's come out yet. When it does, listen, it's brutal.
Oh, yeah.
It's brutal. I have no
Yours
clue
was
what's going on.
Yours was Barry McCockiner.
Yeah, I had no
Wasn't
clue.
that the one I gave
It
him?
might have been. That'll be later.
Hang on.
this
I
month.
have all the ones I've used.
I had no clue what was
We've
going
got-
on. It's great. It's great.
We've
audio.
got Jenna Talia,
That one got me.
Mike Oxwhite,
That one got me.
Barry McCockiner.
That was
me.
Yeah, that was you. Hugh Janus. And Mike, the other one, Mike Coxoner. Yeah. So, all right.
No, that's
Good times. We're
that's
so
the one it was.
Was it Mike Cox?
It was Mike's Cox Center.
Oh, okay. Was it Mike? Mike?
And
Oh, you're right. Cox
I
Center.
did the same thing, and you're looking at me, and I'm like, "What? I said it right." And I read it again, and you're just sitting there smiling, laughing, and I'm like, "I don't know what I did wrong here." And then you finally told me. It's great audio if you care.
God, we have too much fun in
Listen
here.
to that one.
So here's the dealio. That's all for episode 1. Live members, stay live for a second. I've got I'll talk to Gary's laughing. Gary Jackson with laughing emojis.
Awesome.
We got Popeye. Anyways, live members, stay tuned because we're not going off live yet, but we're going to close out the podcast, and we appreciate y'all tuning in. This is episode 1 of 2
or 3.
I think it'll be 2 or 2, but yes.
Yeah. There might be 2 long ones.
Bonus.
Yeah. No, that was the long part of it. Day 5 through 10
we spent the first half hour making calls and shit like
cold
that.
Calls. Yeah, thanks for being here, guys. Thanks for listening. So make sure you tune in to episode 2 of 2 at this point. That's what we'll call it. We will be spitting that right after this. We're going to just take a short break here. It's a marathon day because these guys are down from Wenatchee, Washington area. And we've got a lot more to talk about. I don't want to say day 1, everything happened between day 1 and 4 because 5 through 10 were pretty epic in their own way. And
amazing.
Now that I think about it, we still got a lot more to talk about a lot of different stuff that went on. So definitely tune into that, guys. I will tell you that it was a very dirty ride. And we already talked about washing our bikes. I will tell you that I took 2 travel size bottles of Bug Slide. I saw Goat. Some of the guys had full ones because there was just a lot of dust and just cleaning off my infotainment control unit and our helmets. There are so many bugs in Canada, which we haven't talked about. Our face shields on our helmets were just plastered with bugs like day after day. Like it seemed like every stop I was whipping out and cleaning my shield off a little bit. So anyways, don't ride without the Slide, Bikeaholics. Absolutely the best waterless motorcycle cleaner on the market. Bug Slide, tried and tested right here by the Law Abiding Biker crew. And it's our number 1 go-to waterless motorcycle cleaner. It cleans, shines, and degreases while removing bugs and other surface contaminants with ease. Use it on your motorcycle, car, boat, and more. We use it on our face shields. You can use it on denim paint, your chrome, your plastic, your leather, my boots, my shoes. I use it on my shoes to get all the bugs off my shoes. So you'll never need to wax again, guys. The release agent in Bug Slide contains a UV filter for added protection. Makes everything come off that much easier. It's free of abrasives, safe on all non-porous surfaces. Like I say, use it on your helmet and face shield. Yes, even safe on that Hardy denim paint. We believe in it so much, and at this point, stuff moves itself off the shelf. In fact, I think it actually lurched. The other day I was working in the back of the store, and I'm pretty sure I saw Bug Slide walk off the shelf, get its own box, get in the box.
It's gone.
And then it shipped itself out, bro.
I think tomorrow I need to order more when we get down there. After being gone, we stocked up and we sold the shit out of it. So that'll definitely be on our inventory for tomorrow.
Yeah,
to-do list is ordered.
Bug Slide on my way here. I'm almost out, so I got to order a new bottle.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the Bug Slide was being used by everybody, guys. No joking, it smells great. It's not like a chemical smell; it has a really nice smell. And once you use it, you'll understand why it moves itself off our shelves. But we can get it to you, lickety split. Get it ordered up. We'll have it shipped out ASAP. We can ship it as fast as anybody else can, and you'll be supporting a law-abiding biker store and everything behind the scenes here, including supporting this very podcast. Thanks for listening.
Thank you, Mike Clitoris. We appreciate it.
See, I love it because he keeps playing along with it.
Oh, he will.
Lurch gets all pissed. I'm saying it again. He just goes with it. Thank you. It's refreshing.